Good evening and welcome back to your channel, the Mancunian Way. My name is Martin. I'm your host. It is Wednesday. It is just past 11 p.m, meaning we're going stateside. Danny is with us as normal. Good afternoon to you, Danny.
Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you live.
Got to make sure I get the afternoon, the mornings, and correct.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ed's with us off camera because he don't want to show his face.
No, I'm just getting my camera sorted and I'll be on camera in a bit. What's up? Big up to...
Aren't you meant to be my wingman? Aren't you my wingman? Don't you follow everything I say?
Yeah, but the wingman is always in the shadows anyway, so.
Wingman means something totally different in the UK then. Right, and she's here, Miss Positivity herself, Kelster.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
I still sound like a gargoyle, so apologies.
You sounded perfectly fine this morning while you were ruling the world of the rights of Manchester City away.
Oh, I was very much sounding like a gargoyle then too.
Don't worry. I have got a very special Bernardo Silva section for you, Cal.
Oh, all right. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Because we're finally going to answer the biggest question in Manchester City's history. What exactly does Bernardo Silva do for Manchester City? We're finally going to put it to right. We're going to put it to bed. The debate is going to die tonight. And the man who was fighting solo earlier on, fighting the wolves at the door. Vader is with us, Mr. Soundboard himself.
Vader, I want you to know I was applauding through my screen for you.
Look, you gave it the soundboard already.
See, that was me. That was me 4 or 5 hours ago when I was watching you.
No, listen, it wasn't quite wolves settings, but we wanted to have a point of view from.
That was for you and for Prophet. Well, Prophet decided to no show. He's talking. I'm gonna do this, and I'm like, you didn't do anything.
Big up, FIFA.
Like,
How you doing, mate?
Go for it.
Tom, good evening. Like I said, smash those likes, hype that show afterwards. Membership, super chats, buy us a coffee. All the links are in the description. If you just want to watch, that helps as well. You want to hit the likes, that's free and helps massively. You want to subscribe, you can do that as well. Road to 8K does help as well. I'll just get my host duties out of the way so Beta doesn't, I've got to make sure The host duties are out the way. Adam, good evening, mate. Alpha, how you doing? Need to win Saturday. Right. I know Saturday's going to come up. Let's get last night out. Bit of the transfer news, then we'll come to the derby. I don't want the derby to just take hold of the whole
transfers ahead of the derby. What are we doing here?
No, because we leave the best till last.
People are dying for Guehi news.
Do you like my thinking, Dana? Come on, you like it?
I can get slightly on board with
This isn't LB show, mate. We have a set ritual here, mate. We don't wing it.
Say the word. Say the word, Martin.
Hilarious.
Oh, you're gonna say we have standards.
Tell you, if you ever hear standards come out of my mouth, ban me from social media.
Standards.
You'll never hear me say that. Ash, good evening. Dash, how you doing, mate? I love that. Keep putting that in the chat. I love that Samaritans link. Don't suffer in silence. If you are suffering, you have a friend here, a family member here in the Mancunian way. Always know that. My DMs are a bit down at the minute. I'm having issues, so I will sort that out. But I'd say DMs on Instagram, but Aussies took that hostage. So I'm not on Instagram anymore under the Mancunian way. I am locked out of the account. It was an accident, but we'll get that sorted. So anyone messaging me on Instagram, it ain't me anymore. So we'll get it sorted though. But Aussie's doing a magnificent job. Also, quick channel update tonight. Thursday night chat is going to change. You are going to get 3 hours on a Thursday now. We are going to have an early panel.
You're starting early.
And then we're going to have a little switch over at 9:30 to the late night Thursday.
So it's going to go downhill like the Spaces do?
Wow.
No, it's not going that far downhill. If we start talking Blue Chew on that, we're in major trouble. Donnarumma Nunez, good
Ranch,
evening.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah, Elaine, no, Rodri, Bernardo, Cherka, Haaland, Semenyo. All right, okay. Yes, Briggs, how you doing, mate? Message me. I want to know if you're available tomorrow, Briggs. The 2 Rayans with the flicks to get us a wonderful goal. Shut up, not talking about it. Still don't know how that is offside. We will talk about that. I have got a still of that. I don't think the offside was the debate. It was the subjective offside that has now come into play. Supporting your community teams, grassroots is a good thing as well. It is vital. Yes, it is. Let's have a bit of positivity tonight. We are 1 step away from the Etihad of the South. I will not call it Wembley. It's the Etihad of the South. My hotel is booked. I'm not going to lie. It's booked. Call me arrogant, but it's booked. Big up panel. Warren is with us. Good evening. Went back to the community team tonight to buy the new beaner. Big up, mate. Well done. Teal is with us. Our resident Phil Foden hater. Katie's Bernardo's agenda ignored. It's 1 a.m. here. Thank you. Big up, mate, for staying up so late as well. Big up for that, Teal. 1 reel for 1 reel for another, it seems, after it. Yeah, it does. Big up, Luke. Go and give Black My Lifetime a lot of love. Luke should be with us tomorrow night as well. Yeah, Oil Brothers, Friday night. Baz is apparently coming ready-made, handed for everyone. I'd play Mikasa false 9 skip. No. Dash Mesh, how are you doing, mate? Sky Blue Patriot is with us. Big up all. Rose. I'm just a little elevated in this moment.
What?
Now, you and Rose have a very good friendship, kinship.
Yeah, that's private.
Jamaica.
I wasn't meaning it like that.
Whoa. Ooh, let's save this for the late night show.
All right.
I'll turn this into Mancunian Way love line.
Much love to you, Rose, and much blessings to you. Pay Martin, can I become a fat part-time City fan?
Tell you what, we got enough of those already.
Yeah, we've already got that. We've already got enough part-timers. We don't need more, mate.
Oh, my goodness.
But no, I feel your pain. You're Real Madrid. You're the big boys. And you've just hired your youth team, sports, physio, whatever it is.
Oh, yeah. You know what this means? No treble, Real Madrid. No, another year with no treble.
The mighty Real Madrid hiring their physio or whatever he is soon. Wow.
Well,
Would you buy me a coffee? I'd buy you a lot more than a coffee, Briggs. As long as I get a ride in that wheelchair,
Whoa.
I'm not bothered.
Whoa. This is going.
You've got dirty mind, you. Seriously, so we are.
You know what? Kel's made it worse.
What if it's not available in other countries as well?
Kel's made that sound bad. Whoa.
Yeah. Tinder, Kelstar. Tinder. Would you play Ain't Nori on Saturday? We'll come to that later on. Jesse, how you doing, mate? Big up. Love Jesse, by the way, doesn't get involved in Twitter shows, but he's a great listener and he puts really good points in underneath. So big up. Governor, big up. I need to speak to you as well. Can you email me, see if you're available tomorrow as well? Pay, don't worry. Right, Professor Hamza, what? What was that about? Oh, standards. Right, I'm tell how far I am behind. Martin, don't worry, Rodri isn't joining this shit show. Probably not. Magnus, get in touch with me as well. We'll have a chat with you. Lewis, same with you. If you do want to get on the show, email me, please. mancunianway1894@gmail.com. Right, we're going to get into it. See you in the finals, bro. I don't know. You conceded 2 goals. What happened to your world-class defence, Timmer?
Did they? Wow.
We've got
I did not watch that game. What happened?
3-2.
3-2.
We've got Pinky and Perky at the back, and we're keeping clean sheets. You've got the unstoppable duo at the back, and you're conceding 2 at Chelsea. Going on here, mate. Anyway, right, memberships, and then we'll get cooking. Dash Mesh with the 32 months. Big up, mate. I think that's one of the longest, if not the longest. You, sir, are a legend. Vader's waiting with the thing going. Louis with the 2 years. Big up, mate.
Wow. All we do is clown on him.
And Warren. As I won't say it. I was going to say something else.
Vader mooning.
Screw it. It's 20 past 11. I don't mind. Warren has popped his cherry on the membership on the Mancunian way. Here we go. Okay, I'm saying it. We're late night. It's 11 o'clock here in the UK. Big up, Warren. Right, guys. City are 1 step in the final. Etihad of the South. Job is not done. I'm not going to say it's done, even though I booked my hotel. So, yeah. Thoughts to us. We'll start with you, Danny.
Start with me. Yeah. First half, a bit dull, but in hindsight, we did a nice job of sort of killing the atmosphere and not letting them take advantage of what was the huge sort of moment for them. And then second half, we really turned it on after that incredible save from Trafford. It was one-way traffic from there. 2 very, very nicely assembled goals. I'd say a third, but unfortunately, some people had other ideas. But yeah,
Crazy.
Not a lot of teams come to that venue and play the way we did. Very good personality in our play, and we saw the game out very well. So just got to get the job done in a couple of weeks and off to another final. Good stuff.
Good. Right, I'm going to open it up. We'll go. I know Ed just jumps anyway. Look, he's not even looking at me. He's looking at someone else.
Yeah, he's multitasking. It's all right. He's there.
Can't multitask. He's not female.
Whoa.
I mean, they just do it better. We can multitask. Just
wait,
No,
wait,
apparently
wait.
I get told. My daughter says to me all the time, men can't multitask.
not as well as women, but we can. What's going on?
Wait.
You
First
need
of all,
to tell
first
your
of all,
chef
you know.
or tell your daughter that chefs exist.
I was going to
And
say,
most-
tell
most
my
chefs-
chef. Where do you
Tell
think
your
I
daughter
live?
that chefs exist, and most chefs are men, and that's all they do is multitask. Is you have a burner of like 10 things going on. You're constantly multitasking as a chef.
That's true.
So men can multitask.
Ed, are you a chef?
No, I'm a therapist.
Alright.
That's what I do. I'm a therapist.
All right. Do you give therapy? Do you give therapy to 2 people at once?
No, but I do have to, when they talk to me, I do have to write when they speak. So
Fair,
I have
fair.
to engage with them
There you
and write
go.
notes.
There you go.
So
Gotcha.
that's what I'm looking at now. I'm looking at notes right now. Yeah.
Nice.
Thanks for the intro, Martin. You know, that was crazy, but I'm excited for the win. Definitely excited for Saturday.
Apparently he is. If you read the rumors on Twitter, apparently he is.
There's some wild stuff going on. We don't want to
Timmy,
address that.
I'm not. Please don't stop.
I did not. What Twitter rumors?
Oh, 'cause apparently Ed's just my right-hand man who agrees with everything I say.
He's your Juan Malillo.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, Danny. Yeah,
Oh,
Danny. I'm
yes,
just sitting
man.
there. I'm just sitting there like this.
I'm coaching him before he goes on to his own, starts his own channel. You know, I'm coaching him to his own career. Apparently.
Man, I tell you.
Anyway, go on then.
Nah, but excited for the win, man. Excited to see some of these young players, put in a shift for us, and glad, we're right there to a step away from Wembley. That's always a great feeling, and just gotta keep it going, man. One game at a time.
Was anyone surprised at the lineup? Because I'm going to be straight with you. I'm not going to say meltdown. I got some news early day. Nico G was out. And then I got told Rodri hadn't trained the day before. So I went onto Tone's Instagram when I got into Newcastle. I had a little bit of a meltdown on his Instagram live. I was like, what's going on? Who's CDM? Ed's messaging me, who's CDM? Kelsey's going, what is this? I'm like, I have no idea.
I did not.
You did. You messaged me, you went, who's CDM? Is it true?
No, I'm gonna review this.
And Martin,
expose.
You
were
were
I
at
message you. No, I might have messaged you saying, Nico G's out.
You were at St. James's Park.
You messaged me saying Nico G, and I said, "Damn it."
Yeah, that was it. You said, "Damn it." I knew you said something.
I told you. I know how much crap you get for that kind of stuff, so I don't ask you that stuff.
You was at St. James's Park
to take the burden
jumping in spaces, Martin. I seen you. You was at St. James's Park jumping into spaces left, right, and central.
I was just listening. We were laughing.
Were you going into Adam or Hamza's space?
There was me, my son, and the guy.
That's gonna wind you up.
And I thought, I'm going to listen to it. Me and this guy were just laughing our heads off at people's views in it. We were like, because we had it up like that to our ears so we could hear it. And I'm like, this is hilarious.
I was excited for Nico O'Reilly. I was like, it's a big opportunity for him. And Pep must have a lot of trust in him to trust him in that position in a game of that magnitude at, that away ground. So, and I thought he did a very good job, Obviously, he's not Rodri, but I thought he held his own pretty well, considering it was him against Joe Linton and Bruno Guimaraes. Bruno Guimaraes, I didn't think he had a very good game at all.
No, he got lucky to not get a yellow card early in that game as well. But
Joe Linton should have been sent off. But don't we say that every game? So I was really proud of Nico O'Reilly. I really like the center backs, and I got to give James Trafford some love because. Dude, that save he made at the beginning of the first half or the second half, dude, that was an insane save. And it was still 0-0 at that point. That could have changed the whole momentum of the game. So that was great. And then he followed it, like he ran into the pole and then he had to get right back up and get right back at it. And I'm also, like I said, I'm impressed with the center back still too, because, Max Elaine just came out of nowhere and he's looked very comfortable. And that was a big test. It's one thing to play at the Etihad, but to go to St. James and have to do that, keep a clean sheet, that's really impressive. And I thought Husanov looked very mature throughout the game. He didn't have any of these crazy tackles that he usually does. I don't remember him giving away any free kicks or anything like that. So nice to see him step up too.
Yeah.
And of course, because if I don't say this, I'll be called a hater. Bernardo had a great game.
Whoa.
Oh, no.
That was a captain's performance from Bernardo Silva.
We are coming to your Bernardo stuff.
No, I'm just saying it now. There's no hatred for me. There never was. You just interpret it as hatred.
That was an okay save. Oh, just an okay save. Wow. I'd love to see what you think's a great save.
Here we go. Here comes.
Self-folding. Yeah, that's the first one of the night. I'm going to start counting these up.
I saw another one too.
O'Reilly not backing down.
I think it's the same guy though.
Well, I'm going to go quiet because you shout at me.
No, I mean, listen, you can host the show however you like. I just felt that last time you're poking the bear a little too much, but it's a new show. We move on. With regards to the 11, I was surprised by the 11. I'm not going to lie. I thought the fact that there was no DM, but the trust that we saw in O'Reilly was okay. I want to see this. I often before games, I'm intrigued. I don't have the freakouts. I don't have the what the heck's going on. I have the, all right, what was worked on the training pitch? let me try and see what was envisioned in this game. And sometimes it doesn't play out because the opposition have a better plan or they execute better. But O'Reilly starting in that position was great to see. And we saw Pep kind of flirt with having him do a little bit of a stint. And obviously we saw Nunez do that. Can't remember which game, but Nunez obviously closed out a game playing in the 6. So O'Reilly doing his thing was great, was absolutely great. And he didn't seem to miss a beat. One thing as fans, we also have to recognize is some of us may put these cups and rank them in terms of priority and they're low on the scale. But from a playing standpoint, like the players and recognizing that this is the first leg of a semifinal, there's angst, there's nervousness, there's wanting to prove that you can be part of the first team. There's wanting to prove like, hey, Pep, you can trust me with the instructions that you gave me or the role that you've asked me to do. So it wasn't lost on me on how confident O'Reilly played, because he played against, I think we would all agree, the most physical, demanding midfield in the Prem with regards to established consistency. Like that's what Newcastle have. And when I saw that O'Reilly did not step down at all, didn't break eye contact when he was eye to eye with Joe Linton, I was like, oh, he's about it. He's really about this. Like he's got that confidence. He knows that he belongs. He knows that he has the right to play amongst these players. And that says a lot. That's something that many young players try and get to. They try and get and actually have that confidence. They seek it, but he has it now. And it was really good to see. We saw, and Kel did the shout out, we saw a midfield that was consisting of Bernardo and Foden. And Foden didn't have the greatest of games. Was he ghost? Was he missing? He wasn't to his level, but we saw what he had to do, what Bernardo had to do against this. And I don't say that they didn't command it, but they weren't lacking. It wasn't like, Pep, you need to make subs because these guys they're not matching the intensity of Newcastle. And then from an attacking standpoint, Semenyo in that first half, as Danny mentioned, the first half was kind of like academic, right? We managed the game. We were trying to probe. We were trying to figure out where were the vulnerabilities of Newcastle. Where could we get them? Didn't quite happen. Him on that right-hand side, I think he can be effective there, but he wasn't for this game. I think the way they defended, they were making sure that there were two on there. He wasn't really isolated to cook one defender. So I think it can work. But again, this is his second game with us. So I'm not going to write him off. I'm not going to say Semenyo on the right-hand side, that's trash, it doesn't work. He could only play on the left, so now what does that mean? Doku needs to get displaced. I'm not going to do all that. I think the combination of him and Doku can work and can cook, because what it did do, it made Newcastle have to send a second man to both sides of the pitch. So this having to cover, having to track ground, after a while, they're not tracking as quickly as before. After a while, they're like, I'm done with this. And they let players get their opportunities, get their vantage points. I also want to point out with regards to Haaland, the manager mentioned it in the press conference, so maybe I'm skipping ahead, but he did say that Haaland, he's gassed. He said when Marmoush comes back, we're excited for him to come back because he's going to have to give essentially a breather for Haaland. Now, I don't think that's any surprise.
That is literally all Pep's fault too, because Marmoush just sat on the bench and did nothing for 4 or 5 weeks before AFCON.
Okay.
We had him available, we didn't use him, and I knew this would happen.
If we're gonna do that, we have to also be fair and then work backwards to when was the last time Haaland got a rest, right? So Haaland only played 45 minutes, getting subbed off in the game where we scored 10. He only played a 45. So to come back and to look leggy for the first half of that game, I don't think that's on Pep.
Why did he even play in that game? I don't get that. Like, you couldn't play Divine Mikasa as a false 9 against Exeter at home?
No, but here's a possibility. Maybe you could disagree, but we got Semenyo making his debut. To see how him and Haaland can work, I think it was a good early test. Let's get it out of the way. Let's see how these guys can work together. Sub them off, game's in control, whatever. But I thought there is some rationale, whether we agree or disagree. I think there's some sense to it. But Haaland only playing 45, coming on in this game and still looking a little slow to move. I don't think that's, hey, Pep, you should have been playing him a long time ago with Marmoush. especially with how the games have kind of been managed. But Holland, when he gets the rest, when Marmoush coming back, and obviously Egypt, they're not in the they have to play the third place game, but they're not in the final.
Yeah,
So,
I had to remind people of that. People were getting giddy that he was back for the derby.
Yeah.
He's got a third place playoff, guys.
Yeah.
yeah, he's not coming back. Like that.
I doubt anybody wants to play in that game either.
Yeah, teams tend to rotate though. We'll see if Egypt play their second string.
Yeah. Oh, apologies, guys.
Yeah, they might not care. Oh, Mr. Important over here.
We're just taking a moment out of Bater's busy business day. I mean, yeah. Listen, I'm going to be straight. Listen, for me, I thought as a fan base, we tend to have this real complex going on at the minute for me. Of we go crazy when we don't beat Brighton or Fulham or whatever in a way that is manifested by many people's viewpoints, and for me, we downplay when we get results at like Real Madrid last night, St. James's Park. Louis makes a great point. We're the first team to keep a clean sheet at St. James's Park this season. We were the first team to go and beat Brentford in their own back garden, and all. It's only Brentford. Brentford only started getting credit when they got to 5th place in the league, and we've got this. I don't understand it. For some, and I'm not saying everybody, but for some, they're only happy when they're unhappy.
Yeah.
And for me, that's a physiological issue that you have. You just people surround themselves with doom and gloom, and I get it. I do get it a little bit, but I just don't think we ever big up. If that was another team, I remember Arsenal went to St. James's Park and they won. My God, you thought they'd won the treble, the reaction that came off the back of that result. We go there, well, it's only the Carabao. This didn't do great. This guy was, and everyone goes into a bit of just come on, we've got to back our boys when they do well. I know this is I'm going to sound very happy clappy here. We're 12 unbeaten now. In our comps.
13, isn't it?
Oh, 13. So yeah, 13, my bad. And I keep getting told we're not on a run. I keep getting told our run, we're Dolphins, we're not on no run.
Oh, boy.
Nobody on the run. The run began.
Well, the guy saying that kind of looks no.
Don't
listen to the guy calling us Dolphins.
The difference is we're not going to win, every single game. That's just reality of football. I mean, for me, I was very, very pleased with the whole performance. First half, I mean, I'll be honest, I thought the first 10 minutes we were excellent. I thought we set the tempo. We were causing problems. We're quieting the crowd down. I think the Vissa chance was a very good chance that he put over the bar. I'm not going to lie. That was a very, very good chance for him. But I honestly thought, without properly laying a glove into him first half, I thought we were quite comfortable. I don't think we were in danger of anything in that first half. So at half time, I was happy. And second half, I thought we were phenomenal. Thought we were just phenomenal. Thought Semenyo, Doku. I mean, I've heard today Lewis Hall was their man of the match.
He was pretty good, but then again.
No. I mean, man of the match of the whole game. Thought Semenyo ran him nagged.
Oh, I thought Doku was so good.
See, I wasn't huge on Semenyo in the first half. Thought he was playing a bit safe, but I think when Semenyo gets switched to the left, he's a bit better.
Do you know what I like about him?
We're gonna have this problem. Like we literally can't find anybody for that right wing.
No. Semenyo was good. I just don't think he was consistently beating his fullback.
They just always do better on the left. Like Savinho, better on the left. Like everybody's just better on the left. It's a black hole we can't fill.
I actually don't mind the way we played in the first half, because if you remember how it was when we played them in the league a couple of months ago, it was basketball game back and forth. I think they were trying to avoid that in a way. They're trying to say, okay, if we get the possession, try and keep the possession, try and keep it in our hands. Because that's what happened. It got too chaotic back in November when it was, I think. Yeah.
I was nervous it was going to be a basketball game from the beginning because I thought Newcastle would just go for it. But it kind of felt like neither team was really like after the first half, I was like, are City just going for a draw? Are they going to kind of see what's going to happen in the second half? I was a little confused, but I thought Newcastle would just come out and start running because this was, to me, felt like their best chance to go ahead in the tie. And
Well, no, they played a lot of. They've been scoring a lot of late winners at the same time, but it's been in like 10 minutes of extra time in like both their last few games. So I think, and they don't really rotate either. So I
I
think,
don't think they can. Yeah, they've got a lot.
yeah,
of
exactly.
too.
So that's why I think Tonali was on the bench and some other people were. So I think we're both having some issues with that, but at the same time, like you guys mentioned before, I thought, our backline, Trafford, has some key saves. I think this is probably O'Reilly's best cameo in midfield that we've seen of him. So that's nice to see that maybe he can feature in the midfield, more and more as the City career grows as well. And I think Semenyo this is a different with any player, he's going to offer you something different on both sides. I think when he's more on the right, I think he's trying to cut in to shoot, and he's trying to maybe go to the back post, like where the goal came from. And I think when he's on the left, he's probably going to link up more and get more on the ball. I think that's maybe how he might be, because he's not a Doku type of winger that he's going to go at his man one-on-one all the time. He's more of if he has space to run at you in transition, that's when he'll do those kind of things. But in short spaces, when it's tight, I don't think he's going to try to beat his man one-on-one consistently. I think he's going to choose and pick. But it's always good that when you have a winger like that, because we missed that even since Sterling, a winger that can get on the back post and be a poacher in the box. So, I do like that characteristic that he brings from that right side if he's going to do that.
Yeah. I mean, listen, there's people, I've got to put this comment up from Andrew. I think it's a great comment. We've just won 2-0 with a Spinham Academy and young lads. Trafford cushion off a lane Nico as a 6 against a massive Newcastle side, not scored in every home game. Credible result, and people are still going at Savinio. I don't even get why people want to go at Savinio today.
Yeah, I've seen tweets.
I'm so mad about that.
I've seen tweets saying Semenyo's equal his goal tally. Like, no one cares, but that's the online one for you.
We don't have to slander one of our other players to elevate another. We could just big up Semenyo and keep Savinio's name out of your mouth, because the guy's injured. Why are you kicking him while he's down? Just leave him alone.
Exactly.
Just leave him alone.
That's what we do. This is what we do. This is the point.
That pissed me off. I saw so many of those tweets, and I retweeted and called someone out.
This is what some do. I mean, I'm not, people I was reading yesterday, someone was hoping we get slapped at United 4-1 because it'll make the board get the finger out their ass.
How's the finger in the ass in the first place? It's not.
We haven't lost a game in 13 games?
Do you know why? Because some are just spoiled babies, Dana. I'm not, and Ed made a great point. I've been thinking about it over the last few days, and I don't care that this hurts people. I'm going to call out BS opinions now. I get it's your opinion. Just because it's your opinion don't make it a fact. Good. It don't mean I have to agree with it. I'm calling these bullshit opinions out now. And these clear agendas. I'm just going to start calling them. Because I've had enough of the crap that is going on. And if you don't like it, there's the exit door. Simple as. And I'm not, and this thing of it's not an agenda, it's just my opinion. No. It becomes an agenda when every single team, game, everything is the same players' names coming up. That's where the agenda comes. And some of them are not even on the pitch. Like in the Club World Cup in the summer. But Ilkay Gundogan got blamed for one of the goals. He wasn't even on the pitch. I'm like, how can you, but he's not even on the pitch. How can you blame him? It's like, shut your mouth. Understand football, whatever. It is what it is. But anyway, I've seen people obviously go at Foden. I'm going to be straight with you. I've gone back and I've watched some games with Phil Foden. And for me, this is just my opinion. People can call me out on my opinions as well. That's fine. Works both ways, this game. But I think Phil Foden in this 8 role works when your wingers invert. I don't think it's working with Foden in 8 with wide wingers. Since our wingers have gone wide and they've stopped inverting, I think Foden's getting lost in this 8 role. No. Yeah. I think he's better closer to the goal.
I agree. Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, I agree with you.
Because I don't know what his role is. I don't know what this role in this 8 role is. Because the trouble is, when you've got an 8 and your wingers invert, you've got the creativity and Foden can start passing it around. Foden's got all the room because the wingers are out wide. And the plays trying to... When you are playing your Doku and your Semenyo out wide, the generality of it is the ball's going out wide a lot. So you're seeing less of the ball in midfield. And this is what people are not understanding with the simplistics of football. They're expecting different things. And for me, I think Pep's got to make a decision on Foden. And this other thing of it's Foden or Cherki. No, it's not. Because you know what gets me, Danny, and you'll get this probably because you'll understand what we talked about this ourselves on one of the show. Foden and Cherki, as a combined 2, closer was working earlier on in the season.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
October, November time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that assist for in the Leeds winner, that Cherki to Foden, like that they were doing that. They've been doing that like the whole season. They're very good together. I like
and
them.
I'll tell you the other thing
together
I noticed is, have you noticed we've gone wide wingers since Rodri's come back into the team more?
Yeah, it's interesting.
I was just going back and looking at our play, and
Yeah,
we
because I
got
think
more
Pep just, I
wide.
mean, you
when
trust
Rodri
Rodri
come back.
implicitly. So yeah,
I think that's what it is. I think he's got so much trust in Rodri in that role. He's
the
like,
best in the
well, you
world.
can control that whole area on your own. Off you go.
Yeah.
And plus his passing, his range of passing to get it out there to those wide men is better than Nico G at this time. So
Oh yeah.
because
Rodri is just
Yeah.
he's the best.
Yeah, we've not. If you really think about it, in like the 7 or so years Rodri's been here, we've never really seen him with like full on like non-inverted wingers. Because the season he came in was when Sane had the ACL, so he never played with the left-footed left winger. That's when like Sterling was cutting in from the left, and like Sterling was our main right-footed right winger. So you had like Morris and Sterling Bernardo, something like that. So this is sort of a systematic change in a way. So it's interesting to see how it works out.
I
mean,
think Tajani's done better as well since they've gone more out wide. Tajani's now come into the games more.
I think Tajani, I feel like he's done better because he's the one behind Holland now. So he's getting all those goal scoring opportunities, and he's finally putting them in the back of the net.
That's what I mean. Tajani's taking the Foden role.
Yeah. So then what happens? Then what happens to Foden?
Yeah.
I just think we also have to remember too that we are also rebuilding our midfield. So I don't think we're going to see the midfield like final article either until, because that's the main rebuild job right now. So I don't think we're going to see the final product of that until later on in the season or even until next season when you're talking about identified roles for people in it.
Yeah. And I think we still need we need to go to market to complete the midfield rebuild too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that won't happen until the summer. It sounds like they have their guy, but we don't know. We don't know yet. We don't know. And it seems like they're interested. They're just based on the media, but we'll see what happens in the summer. We'll see who they sign.
Yeah, perhaps.
Right. I mean, obviously, we can talk about the opening goal, which I thought was very, very good. It made
Doku. Sublime.
We'll talk about him. Go on, because I thought Doku was exceptional yesterday.
He was great. I thought he was man of the match for City. He was just constantly beating his man, and he looked fresh, and I'm excited to watch him in Semenyo. That's good. That's gonna be fun. It could be, I'm not gonna say it's our Sane Sterling regen, but it could be. You never know. It is fun. It's just fun to watch.
But this is why I always say, like, people always talk about goals. But Doku isn't that type of winger. He's more of a chaos creator. He's more of a creator. And you can see that in the game. He was just beating his man almost when he wanted to. And they had to, and at times it didn't matter if it was 2 men over there or not. He was still finding ways to get into the box and create some chaos for us. And I don't think Doku's ever going to score 10, 15 goals for us, but I think he has a really good chance of getting to 10, 15 assists for us on a regular basis if we can get those people into the box. And that's what a Semenyo gives you. He gives you extra man in the box, somebody that can sniff out a goal for those loose balls in the box as well. And that combination is going to be really nice to see. because a lot of times we always see Doku passes go through the box and nobody gets it on the end of it. So, I mean, those are the type of performances that you think Doku can be one of the best wingers in the world.
I liked it because he was driving forward so much last night. And he was just beating his man in a direct way, which is what I liked. Sometimes I think with Doku, he can beat his man, and he sort of beats his man and then stops, hesitates a little bit. And that may be a confidence thing for him, because I think people forget he's still actually quite young, Doku.
Yeah, 22 now, 23.
Yeah, he's still
pretty young. Yeah,
I mean, he's 2 or 3 years away from his peak. So I think if you can get Doku going and Semenyo going, I mean, the way Semenyo, by the way, started. Wow. I mean, he's. I was talking to I think I was mentioning it to Luke earlier. Normally, you see players come from less established clubs. I won't use the word small because I'm not going to be disrespectful. Because there's still some great clubs that, lower down in the league with rich histories and everything. But we've seen the likes of Calvin Phillips and others come into the club, and the bright lights of the Etihaders scared them. They can't make that step up. Semenyo looks like he's just embraced it. I know it's only 2 games, and I'm not going to overdo it, but I just think he looks so comfortable, and he's playing with a smile on his face. You can tell that this guy has got his move that he wanted. And that's why I'm always happy when I hear about the player wants to play for City.
Yeah, spot on.
If your head's there, your heart's there, you're there. No.
I hope you told certain Liverpool fans to hold that.
Oh, they just say it never happened. They said they never made a bed.
I mean, the guy's seen every level of the footballing pyramid. We had Harry talking about grassroots. This guy used to play non-league, Semenyo.
Do you think that makes a difference, Danny? Do you think it does? Because he's come from the bottom and worked his way up.
Yeah, it speaks a lot on how hard he's worked, all the sacrifices he's had to make. I know everyone sees City as this very privileged buying club, but having players who've sort of seen the bottom and know what it takes to get up here, it's good to have that. Our resident miserable bastard is in the chat. Give her the rest, Colin, mate. Give her the rest.
What? How is he your rip on? He just wants to come in here and glaze on Trafford.
Probably. He's rage baiting. He's trying to rage bait me, and now he's sat at home in his little desk or in his bed going. And I know exactly. I know what he's doing, or he's probably sat on the toilet or whatever. He's doing.
Whoa! I do not.
Oh no! Kel, come on. He will tell everyone in a minute. It'll be in the chat. I'm having a shit winding Martin up. Cheers for that, Al.
TMI.
Like Doku, I mean, yeah, that's one thing I think he did. I think he created panic. And I've seen a lot of Newcastle fans go at young Miley today. And I think Miley was put in a very unfair situation. I know it was injury-based, and they've got a lot of injuries, especially at fullback with Libamento. But I think Lewis Miley did an okay job for a young lad. He's a midfielder. But I thought Doku just left him. And not only that, you could tell it was a problem because Eight Nori came on and did the exact same thing.
Oh, I loved seeing Eight Nori yesterday. Is that our first Ryan to Ryan link up?
Let's not do that. Let's not start Ryan to Ryan trending.
2-2 Ryan.
No, I thought they did it
Ryan
before.
Ryan squared.
I thought they did it before in preseason or something like that.
A little math stuff.
I know Nuri got a handful of assists, but I don't think any of them were to Ryan Cherokee because he scored 1 in the Club World Cup. I think Holland assisted it. The one from outside the box. Can't remember though.
Yeah,
it was Holland. Yeah.
Right, should we get to the big talking point?
Oh God.
Talk to me. Just being in that ground yesterday, we stood. I was reading War and Peace, making a meal, twiddling my thumbs, didn't have a clue what I was doing for about 7 minutes. He's right. What is the debate here? Is it he's offside or is it the way it played out?
No, they said he impeded Chow.
I don't think any Newcastle fan thinks that either.
Yeah, they said he impeded Chow from making a play on the ball.
Yeah, but Chow was like wrapping him up too. So
Yeah,
they were
to me,
wrapping each other up. It's not like Chow was really going to make a move.
I don't know what people search for anymore, because we saw it in the Arsenal game today as well. And I think
I was not going to watch that.
I think each fan base claims that PGM Oil hates them individually. I don't think that's the case. I think it's just crap altogether. I think the whole system's just a bit incompetent, and we should go back to how it was 10, 15 years ago, when you could actually celebrate goals and not be worried about them getting chalked off.
Just have the semi-auto tech, man. It takes away so much corruption.
But you know why they can't do it?
Go on.
Sorry, go on, Dan. Go on, I'll let you finish. And then
What it is when they first brought it in, to just like leagues in general, they say we're looking for clear and obvious errors. When you're looking at a screen for 7 minutes, it's not clear and obvious.
Yeah.
I brought this up a couple of times in other shows. Gary Lineker came out a few years ago and said, give them 30 seconds to a minute to make the decision. If they can't make a decision after a minute, clearly there's nothing to be looking at. It's not that serious. It's just irritating. I've lived through the era of pre-VAR and I want it back. We're never going to get it back, but I miss it. I miss it so much.
And you know what we did? We used to go to the pub afterwards and you debate it and you talk it. But here's my thing. Do you know why they can't do the semi-automate? I looked into it. There has to be chips in the ball now for it to happen.
Oh, yeah.
It then becomes, because obviously they have to have cameras and chips and everything has to be all. They have to have the tech to obviously measure it all. There's a part of sponsorship involved in this as well.
Oh, do the sponsors not want it?
Some do, some don't. It's very weird how it goes into it. There's a lot of politics behind this at the moment of getting it in.
Well, they just make it very easy for people to think that they're cheating. Hang on, I got a work call.
Yeah, but this is a good point from Steve. Like, you look at the Newcastle players, none of them were appealing. None of them want that goal disallowed. So, like, why is it even going to VAR? Because I watch a couple of these, like, youth tournaments. There were a couple of, like, under-20 World Cups and stuff. They had this, like, challenge system where the coach could appeal once or twice a game if they wanted the VAR review to happen. It was a bit of a silly system. But if the players aren't appealing for it, like, what are we doing?
Okay. The tech required is expensive. We got to be real. Like, the tech required will require cameras in particular angles to be able to be accurate. And like Martin said, there needs to be a chip in the ball, because when the ball is striked, that's at the point of when you're taking the still to know whether the player is offside at the point of ball contact. So there's so much that needs to happen. I have an issue when it's so analyzed, but doesn't seem to be consistently analyzed like this for goals. Like Pep bringing up the other times when you're able to, like, pause it and deliberate for like 3 minutes on whether but how are you missing Foden being stepped on? Right? How are you not catching maybe offsides with, again, you have Holland in an offside position. However, was he obstructing the defender, obstructing the keeper to make a play on the ball, and was he even playing the ball? Like, there's so much, because when Martin mentioned it was a subjective offside, I'm like, guys, if it was a given goal and it's subjective and it took you 5 minutes and you're still not sure, how are you disallowing it?
But what is a subjective offside? Offside is yes or no. Is he offside? Is he not offside?
Yeah. By the way, that's not in the rule book. There is no terminology of subjective offside.
Subjective offside's an oxymoron, because offside is objective. I don't understand what they mean by that.
It's clear fact. It's yes or it's no.
Well, listen, it brought up really bad memories, because I still remember to this day, because I took my little princess to a birthday party post United and City derby. And I was losing my mind talking with Martin as well as the Australian guys post match, and I was still heated, steaming up the windows in my car because of the allowed goal by Rashford and Bruno.
Outside your mansion.
It's probably a different room in his mansion.
Although that was his summer house, that was his vacation.
I said I was in my car. What are we doing here? That has nothing to do.
Oh, the Bugatti. the Bugatti.
Humble means a car share. So let's relax with all that.
Do you know what? Do you know what made me laugh is the VAR couldn't even make the decision.
Thank you.
They left it to the. I've never seen a ref ever go to a screen on an offside. Never. So then that tells me they weren't looking at the offside anymore. What they asked the ref to do was look at Haaland and Chow. He's no longer looking at that offside because they can't now decide. So what that then became is Chow or is Haaland impeding Chow? For me, that was just two stalwart horses, stallions going at it, lock for lock. Could you imagine Vidic and Ferdinand back in the day getting pulled up and that in the box? This is something Arsenal do on the regular, week in, week out. Knowing everything gets said, Haaland and Chow, two big brutes going at it, nah. So what we're saying is Malik Chow is a soft ass, has been bullied by Erling Haaland, is what you're telling me at this point.
Don't react, Steve. Don't react.
I'm sorry.
I thought it was incredibly soft.
I brought Steve on. He is American, so he's part stateside. To give the Newcastle perspective on it.
Can I just say I love the Nobby Solano kit. That's a proper throwback.
Yes.
I love it.
I can't stand Nobby Solano. No, Nobby Solano was a perfect Geordie player. You could just say it in the
Stateside
accent.
black and white.
Nobby Solano. You could just say it rolled off the
What's Steve doing here?
I'm everywhere.
So,
What's
right,
up,
from the
Steve?
Newcastle side, Steve,
Yeah.
was it what's your perspective on it?
Yeah, well, I mean, I've made my stance about refs known for years. When it happens 4 against Newcastle, 4 against Strasbourg, 4 against whatever team you want to insert in there. I give up on the critique of it. I thought you guys were wrongfully robbed of a goal. That tussle that happens on every single corner in every single country, in every single game of football. By the way, side note, why is Wissa marking Semenyo? I would like to ask Eddie Howe that, but that's neither here nor there. It was an exceptional finish. The goal should have stood. And yeah, it's a rubbish decision. It was a waste of time. I don't really know what else to say, but
Was Chow or Pope getting to that goal?
No, clearly not.
That's my question now.
No, clearly not. And it was also an improvised finish from Semenyo as well. So I don't get it. I don't try to get it because I don't try to make sense of nonsense because I find it to be a complete waste of time. Yeah, the goal should have stood. I was shocked that they even reviewed it. I just accepted, all right, 2-0 down. The game was already over after the first goal, but whatever. It's another kick in the nuts. Whatever. But it gave us some false hope. And then I think something else that is an unintended consequence of disallowing a goal is our crowd and our players for about probably 5 or 10 minutes. We actually had some real momentum. And that shouldn't have happened. That should have been the complete opposite. It should have the goal should have stood, and then the crowd would have been flat, and then our players would have been flat. But as a result, it actually spurred on our crowd to be like, all right, we're 1-0 down. We caught a break. The goal got disallowed, and we actually went for it and kind of tried to do something. Like we could have somehow scammed a draw out of that if we were any good. But we're not. And then you guys got the second goal in again. It's a work of art. That goal, the second goal.
Oh, the second goal. By the way, no, I did not get triggered by the flick. I thought it was beautiful. I said when they come off, they look brilliant. Danny smirked because he's like, "You two."
I know where this is coming from.
Do you know how many messages I opened on that goal? I got hounded on that. I was like, okay. It is what it is. Venom, thank you for joining us, mate.
Venom.
Good evening, everyone.
Why are you that quiet? You're never quiet on Spaces, and now you sound like you're a meek little
When do we get a Venom face reveal?
It's because I'm using a microphone. Like I have. Like,
Oh,
a
right.
professional
That's
setup.
right.
I'm not on my cell phone. That's why.
What's your thoughts on this? Well, we had the second goal was sexy, but one will come to it.
It was gorgeous.
The offside, because like I said, I'm not sure. I don't think they're giving it as offside. I know they put it up that.
I have no idea what they gave it as.
I think they give it as interference.
The ref, I believe the ref on the microphone said that it was interference from Holland, but again, I just like football is a contact sport. What a center back is supposed to do is defend the striker, and especially defend Holland, who's one of the best strikers the world has ever seen, to be quite frank. So that's just that. Like that's again, I don't get it, and I don't try to make sense of it. I don't. It was a horrific call. I should have been 2-0 up, but this is English footballing refs. They don't care. They make their money. They don't have to change the way that they do things because they make their money. That's just what it is. I don't know what that was, but yeah.
Have you never watched Wheel of Fortune?
Steve, that was my delivery just coming with food.
Steve, have you never seen Wheel of Fortune? That's the like.
Mate is in the room next door. That's where he went. He went to order the food. He was like,
recognize the noise.
Right. So we won 2-0. I'm going to ask a question. Because I thought a player yesterday was magnificent. Kel, back your bottom lip.
I agree with you. I said it. Steve and I did a post game show. And
I know, but we're just. I'm gonna. Right. I don't normally agree with Jacob. Love him to bits, top guy, but me and him normally have a disagreement on things. Calls me happy clapper, etc. I call him Mr. Whatever, and we love each other. But he put a tweet out today that was spot on. Bernardo hatred is an illness, man. Been one of our better players this last month and would die for the shirt. Put some respect on his name.
I think he's also entered like top 10 City appearances of all time.
Yeah.
I try to tell people that, but they just don't want to listen. They just don't want to listen.
Because I noticed, by the way, I was looking at Pep's, obviously, when I came back from the game. I didn't get back till very, very late. I'm just trying to pull up Pep's comment. So we know he's out of contract and everything else. But Pep Guardiola did make a comment about him yesterday. Where is it? Oh, you know when I had it at hand and then it just updates itself.
Well, while you're looking for it, Martin, let me just say this. I think when you have a player for your club so long, people think about maybe how he was in the beginning and not how he is now. I think with an older player like Bernardo, he's not going to terrorize he's not going to go at defenses like he did in the past with his dribbling and stuff like that. I think now he's more relying on his IQ, his positional awareness. So yes, he might frustrate some when you ask him to get on the ball and do a needle thread pass or to beat a man one-on-one. But if you're talking about reading of the game, scanning the field, knowing where the danger is, I think he's brilliant at that. And we all know how Pep loves him for that, because especially with this young squad and this transition squad, you need a player out there that can do that for you, that can sense dangers, that can put out fires, especially without Rodri being out there. So I think, through this season, he's done a lot for us. And as the captain, he stepped up for that role with being out there and having to cover people, helping Nico G, helping our young center backs now. And that's all you can ask for out of a captain, is to do that. So I think, like I said before, sometimes when you have a player so long, you remember what he did early on in his career, and you try to dig at him later in his career for trying to do the same stuff.
You take what he did for granted.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
It does happen.
Well, this is what he said. And Pep Guardiola, he said, you cannot imagine how much of a player Bernardo Silva is. The player will be missed. Hopefully he can extend for I don't know how many centuries. He's being sarcastic there. The guy's a competitor. He knows all the rules, everything. Just some of the replies. Pep is not serious. Bernardo didn't do much, so what is he on about? Pep, shut your mouth. Let him go to Benfica. He dreams for years. Bernardo has Pep's news, utter nonsense. Pep loves him more than Messi. I just can't prove it. In his life, he's on the line and has to pick a player between Messi and Bernardo. To actually play, he'd be picking Bernardo every day.
No, he'd be picking Messi. We all know how much.
My God, here we go again. It's probably his first good game in 12. He's glazing him. If he extends his contract, Pep going to do it, so let's go, right? Pep loves him for his loyalty. Bernardo himself is benefiting from this season. Some have been nice, hope he does. Some have said world-class warrior. No contract renewal. Pep, get in the bin, what you're talking about. And it's just extend, what the fuck. Pep is on it again. What the fuck is this? He's absolute crap these days, but such a great personality to have on the field. Love his fighting character, but my God, he can barely do the right thing now.
So, Martin, what I did last night was somebody posted a 2-minute video of one of their favorite games from the treble season. And that game was Bayern Munich versus Manchester City at Bayern. And it was a 2-minute video. And I sat there and I watched it. And I was just focused on Bernardo. And my God, he was outstanding that game. What he did in that game, people have forgot. I understand. I get it. He's older now. He's a different player. His role is a lot different.
He cooked my countrymen.
But what he did in that game.
Oh, Jonathan David.
It was unreal.
Fonzie.
Yeah, what he did to those two center backs and the left back.
That's a stinker.
That's a stinker for me. The wrong name. Jonathan David. What am I? That's a stinker.
It's a May.
Sorry, Mark, you got to be the host right now. When it comes down to Bernardo, it wasn't too long ago. It wasn't too long ago.
He's getting comfy.
Yeah, let me get in position.
Could have made a game's TV.
When they want to ask, yeah, shout me out. Let me do this. When they want to ask what Bernardo does or what is he useful for? Why is he in this mix? I often refer back to last season during quote unquote our darkest time, right? When you're struggling and you're looking eye to eye into these players and you're seeing who's going to actually fight us through this, who's going to have the attitude to be like, we're going again, who's going to have the accountability to be like, guys, we suck. You know how many times Bernardo, not as the captain at the time, but would say we need to play better when he would be in front of the camera or get a microphone, he would say that's unacceptable. We need to be better. And now that he's captain this year, I think Pep obviously rewarded him for what he saw last season. And the reason why I put this image up here is because Bernardo is truly an example for every player on the pitch to work at. It's the 90-plus minute, and I know he doesn't move as quickly as he used to, but he still has that dog in him. Like, he's fighting in the 90-plus minute. Tonali tries to wipe him out because he was twisting him up. And
that was a horse collar. That was dirty.
Yeah, that was dirty.
That was an NFL horse collar, man. That should have been. Oof.
And Bernardo didn't back down. Bernardo took that and got right back up. But it's things like that when they want to be like, oh, what's he good for? What does he do? If you're only looking at what he does offensively, I get it. As a right wing, he's not doing what was actually mentioned earlier. With regards to the treble season, twisting up Alphonso Davies and doing the ins and outs and making Courtois think he's going one way and scoring. Like, it's not that, but it wasn't too long ago where our fan base was saying, what does Bernardo contribute? And he hit off the crossbar. He hit off the post. Like, I know he's not as consistent as we need, but until we get a player to do that, he plays the role. He has an importance. I think it's all tongue-in-cheek. I think the manager, and I said this on True City Fans channel, I think we need, in most organizations, most combinations, you need a good cop and a bad cop. You need the one that's going to kind of put your arm around someone and be like, hey, look at things this way. And you need the other one that's going to kick you in your butt. I think Pep is the more than you can believe. He wants everybody to remain. He's going to keeping these players' attitudes and emotions up, while Hugo needs to do what he needs to do. He needs to be the cutthroat. He needs to be the one, what's our vision moving forward, and not make the decision to give said players, Bernardo, Stones, a few in that category, it's time for you guys to move on. I don't think we need to put too much with regards to what Pep says contractually. Because
Pep doesn't do the contracts.
Yeah, exactly.
If it was up to Pep, KDB would be here. Gundogan would have stayed. Others would have stayed.
That's a
If
very
the board
good point.
feel Bernardo goes, he goes.
Yeah, that's a very good point, Martin. However, now with Viana in, he has no emotional attachment to any of these players anymore. He just doesn't. He sees it as, hey, at the end of the day, this is a business. Thank you for everything that you guys have done, but this club has to move forward. And how it's going to move forward, it's going to move with me and whoever's going to come after Pep Guardiola now.
You know my thing with Bernardo? Bernardo's one of them players. And let me just put some more about him.
Complete AI creation platform.
What?
Describe what you want.
Who's doing that?
Ed's working at the same time.
Oh,
Big up Ed there.
Ed, your AI's taking notes.
Am I getting clipped up by AI? Am I about to get clipped up and put on some dodgy? Anyway, right. Going on here.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Bernardo Silva, I know, because this will always happen. I will bet you my whole value of my life, my house, my children, everything, that everyone next season will go, wish we had Bernardo Silva there, you know.
I don't think he's going to go.
And here's my thing.
I don't think he's going to go, Martin.
No, I think he will. I think he will, because I think the decision will be Viana's, not Pep's. And the thing is, I do think they will let him go, because I do think Rodri will now extend that tour.
I think
Rodri. If Rodri was going to go, I think Bernardo would then likely more extend, because I think for the club, Pep, everything, I think that's too much experience out the door in John Stones, Nathan Ake, Rodri, and Bernardo.
Yeah,
you can't just lose everything out, because then you are literally you're back at scratch.
No, we still have no. I disagree with that. I think we still have a lot of our core is very young and they are experienced. Phil Foden is very experienced. He's been here 8 years. That I'm not taking that for granted. Erling Haaland is one of the captains of this team. This is his fourth
Everyone
season.
wants to sell
Joshko Vardial is in his third season. I know he's not a very vocal.
That's not experience, Kels.
Well, he's very experienced because he also starts for his country, so that is a lot of experience as well. He has a third place winners medal in a World Cup as a teenager. That is
Vardial's experienced. Yes, I agree with
Vardial is an experienced player. You could say Doku's on his third season now.
Ruben Diaz.
Yeah, Ruben Diaz. Ruben Diaz has been here 5-6 years now. So Ruben and Rodri, they can be our leadership group. And
Doku played in the
part of that too, and Phil Foden needs to get in on
I don't mean you do. No, I don't mean you do. But when I mean experienced, I don't just mean on the field. Talking to someone in the dressing room.
A lot of these players, like Ruben Diaz, he captains Portugal, so that's very important experience to have. Rodri is one of the leaders in Spain. Same thing.
Donnarumma's a very good point. Yeah.
No.
Erling Haaland is one of the captains for Norway.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. What I'm talking about, people, when I look at a captain, everyone looks at a captain as just on the field. I don't. I look at a captain in the dressing room, EDS, what he does, everything. Yeah. Do you know what I look as a captain? I always remember last season when Kushinov had that sticky debut against Chelsea.
I was about to bring this up.
Who was the guy who went up to him, put his arm around his shoulder and went, don't worry about it, mate.
Bernardo.
It's not even that. Like, on top of that, like, after he made the mistake, he had Bernardo dropping deeper and asking for the ball.
Yeah,
so he went past Husnov all the time. Because he was clearly nervous. Let me take more responsibility in the build-up so Husnov doesn't have to.
Yeah.
It just
And
gave
look
him
at-
that
look at
5-minute
it now.
Yeah,
breather.
because you know what it is to me? Because this is the experience thing changes when the wind blows. People go, I want Doku and all them, because Doku has won things, but people go, I want all these players to experience winning trophies. That's what I'm talking about with experience. Rodri, Bernardo, all them have been at 100 points, back-to-back, trebles, doubles, quadruples, the whole lot. That's what I'm talking about, experiencing
I think
winning.
that's just going to be
everything.
Phil after this season for the
So,
Centurions.
Everyone's saying Phil shit and sell him.
Well, those people are. You said you were going to start judging certain opinions. Those people are
I'll
idiots.
also let me
Yeah,
add
I
to
know.
this.
I'm
If
not
you're-
saying they're not, but this is the problem. They want to kill everyone because they think just clean slate and go again.
the experience thing is 2, 3, 4-fold, right? There's what's happening on the pitch. There's what's happening in the locker room. There's also what's happening communication wise between manager, player, and club, right? So think of this. When I think of the captains, when I think of who's going to be the experience, when you have an issue with regards to, you know what, I don't think I'm playing enough. Which player currently, with the departure of Stones, Bernardo, Ake, would you say is going to field that question and be a relay to Pep? Because that's the next captain, or being able to manage those things, being able to say, you know what, we've done this before. Here's how we're going to go about. Here's how we're going to deal with the difficult times. I think if we were to lose Rodri and Bernardo, it would be a huge blow, because that would leave, okay, Donnarumma, new to the club. Yes, he has experience, but new to the club. That would have Diaz, who I think would
another
be
good name.
that more consistent one in terms of the defense. Rico Lewis has tons of experience, but we wouldn't put that on him, right? And then when we look at the midfield, with the departure of a Rodri, it's all new people, right? And then if we think of the attack, it would be the most senior would be Foden and Holland. I don't like that level of experience remaining at the club.
Yeah, I don't want 24 and 25-year-olds to be my most experienced.
Are we going to call Mateus Nunes experienced at all or no?
Yeah.
Because he's in his
Mateus
prime and he
Yeah,
experienced
yeah.
winning the title. And he's also gone through the mud for us too. Like he's learned new
Mateus
positions.
Nunes is loved. See, it's like for me,
Yes.
when I'm in a leader, I'm talking about an experience like a Nathan Acker. By the way, I've seen too much disrespect on that guy's name, and that guy's
Absolutely.
sacrificing his World
Absolutely.
Cup. He's sacrificing his World Cup right now for Manchester City. The same way Kanja broke his body to play for Manchester City last season. These are the bits. Too many people get bothered about the shiny pots at the end than what is going on in real life.
Well, someone I talked to on Twitter, his name is Bailey, tweeted this. Why is it looked badly upon these days that a player is going above and beyond to play? It used to be a good thing, and now people think it's a bad thing for some reason.
Spot on. Yeah. This guy is playing with a strapped up knee, in pain, with painkiller injections in him. And all I'm hearing is, he's shit, he can't defend, he's past it, he can't run. Why is he even there? And I keep saying it. Before we won the treble, and we won 4 in a row, I didn't hear anyone say Guerrero was past it. Didn't hear anyone say David Silva was past it. There was tears when Pablo Zabaleta left.
Spot on.
KDB wasn't past. Everyone was crying when KDB got let go. Here's the difference. We weren't serial winners back then. Now we are, changed everyone's perspective, and now they're shit, move on. That's the bit I don't like. It's not saying they are the same level of player they once were. Of course, Father Time is undefeated in this world and always will be. But what we've got to learn is we're treating these players like pieces of meat when they are putting everything on the line. Akanji made a comment and got slagged off about the Club World Cup. Jurgen Klopp said it, no one batted an eyelid. Rafinha said it, no one batted an eyelid.
Rodri said it.
Akanji said it, get the fuck out of my football club.
Yeah, Rodri even said it. So
Rodri said it. No one debated Rodri.
So you guys don't think Ake plays World Cup? No.
No, I said he's endangering himself because I think he's very close from his knee going and he'll need an up. But this is exactly what he did last season, Nathan Acker. Exactly.
Yeah.
Him and Akanji did this last season where they both had to go off and have ups. And I think Ake's doing it again. And listen, you can do everything you want. And again, not trying. People are more bothered about the best way I can use it. It's like saying to your wife of 30 years, "Oh, you're getting a bit old now. The wrinkles will come in a bit. You're not as your body's not as great as it once was. See, it's not a used car."
Yeah.
Driving my mom's car.
We've lost respect. We've lost perspective. And I'm sorry, it fucks me right off.
Yeah.
We've lost damn good human decency.
Well, I think this happens to a lot of clubs that do win. You kind of lose that connection to the players because you're more concerned about the trophies. So anything that kind of takes away from you winning trophies, you're quick to get it out the way.
Ed, that's a very good point because we're in a world of instant satisfaction. Think about it. We want that instant thing right away. Oh, we want a trophy. Okay, let's go get another one. Oh, we want a treble. That felt good. Let's get another treble. Like, we just want that instant satisfaction. And it's not like that. Like, this is an elite level sport. You don't get to win all the time. There's clubs that haven't won for 10 plus years. They're trying to get back up there and they just keep falling flat on their face.
Yeah, and I think that's why we're seeing what we're seeing with managers now, because nobody has connections to their managers anymore either. So as soon as a manager has some form of bad run, people are quick to say, "Get this guy out of my club." Because
and that's pathetic. But
Yeah, by the way, I don't mean everyone. When I say everyone, I'm talking about maybe it's people I interact with and say. Because Danny made a great point, and this is not a dig at anyone, by the way. I come from a world where I'm at the game. I am at the game. I hear one view. I come to social media world, and then it's a completely 180 viewpoint.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's where I get lost in the disconnect a little bit. Because, yeah, there are grumbles and there are bitching and moaning at games. Of course there is. That's just humans. But there's none of the... It's like the Savio thing. People are giving the guy a round of applause and singing Pep Guardiola's name at games. No one's saying, "Get the F out my football club," and shouting at him. And Bernardo, what you do? Bernardo Silva gets one of the biggest rapture reports every time
he got a standing ovation when I was at the game against West Ham.
This Bernardo shit is only existing online.
Correct. Absolutely correct.
And it's fine. But for me, I think Bernardo, because there was nobody else, for me, he's the most versatile player in our whole squad.
Yeah.
Of course. Who
He's
remembers
the
when
biggest
Bernardo
shithouse
played
in our whole
fullback?
squad. I think he can pass the ball because he doesn't. I think for Bernardo, because he doesn't get G&A, it's a big thing. He's never been a G&A guy. Do you know what he is? He's the kind of guy who wins the ball, passes it, and moves. Because I tell you what, that's why he breaks records in running, in passing, in everything. He breaks records. He's still going at 95 minutes. When
His
everyone
first
else
touch
is
is
out.
still really good. I think people forget that as well. His first touch is really
I think his first touch is great.
good.
You're gonna
Give away.
I thought last year at times it was a bit dicey, but this year he's back at like
I'm going to say something now that he's going to real rattle people.
a good level.
Bernardo Silva's had a better season in the last, not better season. Bernardo Silva's shown me more in the last 5 games than Erling Haaland has.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
I'd agree with you,
100%.
but at the same time, I would bring
And
up
that's
the
not a
players
dig at Erling. I'm not
Yeah.
digging at Erling Haaland because I know he's tired. I'm not saying that's not a dig at Haaland. I'm just saying. I think what it is, Danny, they know. I think the 300 grand a week is a big issue for Mana.
It's because that money brings G&A expectations.
I think that's you look at the 3 main players that people ever go at. Phil Foden, he's on what, 200 odd grand a week.
Same thing
Bernardo,
with Jack
300
Grealish
grand
last
a week.
season.
Yeah.
Grealish last season.
I think they're looking at the wages you get, and that comes with a massive expectation. Well, they've earned them. John Stones is another $250,000 a week. Why is he getting that? He got that 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Because 5 years ago, John Stones was fucking outstanding.
Mm.
Yeah. One of the best center backs in the world. Yeah.
This is the thing with contracts. You can't reduce them down on the performances. They know they're going to get.
That only happens if you get relegated. And obviously that's not a
If Manchester City got relegated due to 115 tomorrow, they're not all taking pay cuts. They will get asked to. They don't have to by legal.
Yeah.
It's just what it is. I mean, I don't know. I mean, right, Kel, I'm going to ask you the question, and I know we're joking with you on it. For you, what is the Bernardo? Why are people at Bernardo? Is this a continuation of last season? What I mean by that is from the older players, and now these are the next set of older players.
Well, I've watched a lot of sports in my life, and I've had a lot of favorite athletes, and I've watched them get older and decline, and it's hard to watch. We don't want our memories, our last memories of these players to be them on the decline. Like, look at Kyle Walker; he just fell off a cliff. Nobody remembers anything great that he did before the treble. All they remember is him being terrible and just, getting a burn for pace and stuff like that. And I don't want to see that for Bernardo Silva. I didn't want to see it for Kevin De Bruyne. I didn't want to see it for Ilkay Gundogan because, we all grew up loving these players. And I just think there is a life cycle for athletes. And I always think you need to move them on a year too soon instead of a year too late. Because as we saw last season, we held on to everybody a year too late and we struggled. We couldn't cope with their decline. Our whole team fell apart. When Rodri went down, these older players just couldn't handle it. And we struggled last year, and we saw the meltdowns that caused. And that's literally where all this comes from, is I want to preserve my good memories of them, and eventually we do have to move on from these players. Like, they're not going to last forever. They're not going to be playing for Manchester City till they're 40. I mean, that's a romantic notion, but I don't see it happening. And so that's just where it comes for me. Actually hate Bernardo Silva. I don't know where this has come from.
I don't mean hate. No, I don't mean hate.
It feels like it.
No, because you can't hate because you don't know them personally. All right, I'll change the word. That's my fault. I'll own my hand up. Apologize.
Well, Kelsey, I think it's also because, let's be honest, and we're just going to say this because we're on this channel. I think also you kind of get some bashings for the channel you're on. Let's just be honest here. We just put that out there.
Go down that road.
No, I'm being honest here. And you're kind of like, you're everywhere, so you get the brunt of it, which isn't fair.
It's not me.
It's not fair. It's not fair, but we're just gonna call it what it is. You're like the face person of it, and sometimes it's unfair. So that's why.
Kels is tough.
Yeah.
It's very hard to be nicer this season.
I agree
really
with that
am.
because
I'm trying to not be mean.
No, Ed gets bashed because we're known as the happy clappy channel.
I don't even use that term. Everyone has their different opinions, but just for me, I just know the life cycle of an athlete, and I would rather they go out on a high. Like, let's give Bernardo a grand send off like we did Kevin De Bruyne, because he deserves it. He's been a great player for 10 years, and let's celebrate him. And hopefully let's send him home with the Premier League. Let's get let's wait. I want to see him lift the trophy.
Chopper, you'll get that at your club though soon.
But
that's
Martin,
just part of being a
but Martin, that's not true though. He's saying that players are getting $250K a week and they're squad players. No, they were starters at one point.
Yeah.
These players were starters at one point. They were playing 50, 60 games.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They can't.
And they got injured. Yeah, they got injured, and now they're put into the rotation of being squad players.
Yeah, I mean I totally agree with that. And like I said, I apologize if you feel that isn't what I'm trying to do, Kel. I'm not. I'm trying to understand. What I'm trying to understand is I'm trying to understand why people are so against Bernardo.
I think we know that he's very likely to leave, and the thought of him not being here next season and not having a body in here. I don't think we can get a body in while he's here, because if he's here, he'll play. A new player is not going to come to sit on a bench behind him. So we're going to have, the rug is going to get pulled out from under us no matter what.
It's not necessarily true. Because
I feel like
but we've seen it. Hold on, but we've seen it at Man City. We've seen it. Fernandinho and Rodri played on the same team, no?
They did, yeah.
Yeah, big
2021.
reason
Yeah.
for that was
Sorry,
You
because
guys,
there was
that's what
injuries.
you guys have done so well. Is you have the amazing player that is slightly on the decline. You bring in the replacement. He learns off him.
Can I
You
ask
did it with
Danny a
Company,
question?
You did it with.
Please.
I'm going to ask you a question, Danny.
And I want to talk about Bernardo as well because I barely.
Yeah,
got
no,
there.
I'm going to give you the platform. That's why I'm asking you this
Go on.
question. Who in our squad right now does what Bernardo does? Because people are saying it's because he's taking minutes away from you.
That's
Who-
answer what he does.
He's the only one who does what he does.
It's a joke.
No, I know. Kel, I know. I told you. Me and you need to sit down and talk about sarcasm. I'm going to teach sarcasm in the UK. Go on,
I
Danny.
get it
Floor's
off my
yours, mate.
English mates all the time too.
Top
This
All
is
right,
There's
go on,
no-
Danny. Floor's yours.
All right. Before I speak, I might get cancelled for what I'm about to say. But when I look at Bernardo in Pep's current system, I sort of think about a certain someone from a certain other team about 10, 15 years ago. When you think about Ferguson's United, you think about Rooney, Scholes, Vidic, Ferdinand. But not a lot of people, they talk about Park Ji-sung. Tireless midfielder, played any position whenever he was asked to. You know, there's this thing on Twitter where there's this woman, she says, I'll give you 80 positions in 80 minutes. And there's a picture of Park Ji-sung where it's, I can play 11 positions in 90 minutes. He is Bernardo Silva before Bernardo Silva. And he was so critical to that United team. And you never saw United fans hounding him out. It was just, he is the hardest worker in our team. He is key to our success. And that's just who Bernardo is.
Yeah, quality too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, quality. He was a baller at PSV.
He was a baller for his national team as well. He scored in 2 World Cups as well. He scored against France.
He had technical ability. He could score a goal every once in a while. It's good, and he worked his ass off.
Yeah. Ironically, when they won the Champions League in 08, he didn't even make the squad. But still, at the same time, like he was one of their most critical players in the late Ferguson era. And again, he played everywhere. He played wherever Ferguson asked him to, and he was never shot down by his own fans. So why do we do it to Bernardo? You know, you go back to Bernardo since he's come here. 2018, 2019, the biggest PFA Player of the Year robbery I've ever seen. He should have won it. He was the reason we won that league that year. The way he played in midfield for the first 3 quarters of the season, played on the right for the last bit of it. 2021, we were average for the first half. He scored his first 2 goals in the FA Cup in January, and we did the false 9 system. He was floating everywhere on that pitch, and that's when we started to click. You had the treble year where he played on the right. You had the 4-peat year we play on the right. This guy's played a variety of positions, same quality everywhere, and we're trying to shoot this guy down based on a couple mediocre seasons where, let's be real, last year no one played well. So I just don't get it. I think no one's going to see the impact Bernardo made to this team and still does make this team until 5-10 years into the future. And it's sad. It's sad that it might take that long.
Danny, I think it's also because it's a new shiny toy syndrome.
Absolutely.
Everybody wants. Oh no! Why is he starting? Why is he starting Bernardo? Cherki should start. Cherki should be our starter. Why did you spend this much money on Cherki and you have Bernardo starting? I think people are upset is because they don't know what Bernardo's true position is. They don't understand that he can play anywhere and everywhere, and he does. And they don't see that because they tie him to, is he a winger today? Is he a midfielder? Is he dropping low? Is he dropping below the center back?
Covering that right back.
Yeah, and people are forgetting that there was a time when Pep put Bernardo as a fullback player.
I can hear that.
He played him as a fullback. Like, he's the ultimate utility player that you can put anywhere, and he will do some sort of a job for you because he's that good. He's that talented, and he understands spacing. He understands his players around him. He understands how to move on the pitch and where to go and how to help out the younger teammates. Like you guys mentioned last year when Kusanov came on and he had the blunder, Bernardo was like, "Come here, I got you. Don't worry about it. You'll be good." What happened after that? He didn't have a single mistake.
I'm just going to show something. But at Premier League, 287 games, 43 goals, 49 assists, 43 yellows, 20,000 minutes. This is the bit.
Good numbers.
Now look at this position he's played.
Yeah.
He's played attacking mid, right wing, central mid, right midfield, centre forward, left wing, left midfield, defensive midfield, second striker, and he's had a game at left back, which doesn't show a name. We all know where he went.
Yep.
Can you name me another player that's played all these positions? I can't.
I mean, Phil
Maybe a
Foden's
James
probably not
Milner?
too far off.
Yeah,
Well-
James Milner played out wide for us.
Maybe a
typically.
James, like a James Milner or something. That versatility is
Yeah.
absurd.
I mean, yeah,
I
Klopp
think
kind of turned him into a fullback.
I'm
Yeah, he's just
curious
played
to see
absolutely everywhere.
Foden's because Foden.
Yeah, Danny, he started his
Foden's getting
career
quite
at
the,
Villa as a winger.
He was at
James
Leeds.
Milner.
At Leeds, yeah.
In Leeds, yeah. Newcastle,
Yeah.
he played wing. He played everywhere. Yeah, it's the only one that comes close.
Well, just
Oh,
on that,
wow.
Danny, just while you got that, I'm
Wow.
just going to look at something now. You know, you just said about Ferguson, and I think it's a great point. And the only one I can like it to is Gundogan. So when we brought Gundogan back was very much when Paul Scholes went back to United.
Yeah, when he came out of
United
retirement.
fans
Yeah.
were raving when they brought him back. Raving. Right, this is Phil Foden of all seasons. Manchester
Wow.
City.
Yeah, that's pretty. That's a lot
there we
too.
go. He's played attacking mid, left wing, right wing, central midfield, centre forward, when obviously false 9 days. Centre forward, he scored 12 goals, 5 assists. Attacking midfield, 50 goals, 38 assists. Left midfield, 29 goals in 81 games, 18 assists. Right winger, 59 games. He scored 23 goals, 11 assists. Central midfield, 9 goals, 4 assists. Centre forward, 12 goals, 5 assists.
And this guy's shit, right?
And
He's
people
got
want to sell him. Get outta here.
110 goals and 65 assists.
Pretty
That's
good.
impressive.
But Steve, to your point earlier, I think why it might be harder for us this time around just because of the World Cup. I think a lot of young guys maybe not want to sit behind a player right now. And also,
Yeah, but the World Cup was back then.
I think, but this is my second point. I think a lot of times now younger players are asking to play more. I think a lot of younger
Yeah.
players are
Sure.
saying,
Yeah, they
If-
don't want to wait anymore.
if I have to sit here for a couple years, why not loan me out somewhere where I can play and for the wages, for the fame, all that stuff plays into it a lot more now. I think that's why it's kind of harder for us to do what we did in the past sometimes in some positions. Because I think we're doing that with center backs now.
Amazing.
I think we have a young core center backs that
Mhm.
will definitely come into play once we do get a John Stones and Nate Aki, even a Ruben Diaz to a certain degree will come and fill those shoes. But I think in other positions it is kind of harder now.
Yeah. I'm just going to quickly read the super chat because that has been here for a while. Thank you very much, Paul. Your generosity is not going to notice.
Paul.
Once upon a time, lived a goofy idiot named Adam, known to all as Adam. So who's that?
I don't get it.
Adam. Adam.
No, I know he's not Adam.
This guy comes into our watch along when Adam's there and he calls him Goofy and it just sets
Right,
Adam
that's
off.
where it's come from. Right, so he's on about Adam. I get it now.
It just
Thank you
sets
very much.
Adam off. He's like, this guy's calling me Goofy. I'm like, I don't know who this is.
Yeah. Listen, it is.
I'm going
I
to tell
just,
Adam
the
about
point
this.
is, I'm not saying you can't say this player needs to go. That's fine.
Big up
There's a way
Darce.
you-
Big up Darce.
It's the way of doing it. I think we've lost that respect factor and we've forgotten what these players have done for us. And do you know what makes me laugh is when I hear John Stones get out, Aki get out, you want to see the clubs that are wanting to buy these players or looking at them. You'd be shell-shocked. Barcelona are
So
sat
they
looking
made
at
offers?
John Stones.
They made
No, but
offers?
they might be waiting until he's a free. I don't. John Stones is not going to go to bloody Boreham Wood.
No.
At the end
He's
of
not going to
his
go to
career.
Saudi. He's not going to go to Saudi. Yeah.
He's going to go to a good level of football. Bernardo Silva is wanted by Juventus. They're not a shabby team.
No, they are. I'll dispute that, but that's I hear your overall.
They may be now, but
They're
obviously, I know.
woeful. They have like 3 or 4 good players.
It is
but
a it is a
he
far
would
cry
be-
from
he would be
Marcello
Martin, what I will
Lippi,
say
isn't
is he would be a step in the
My
right
point,
direction.
my point
for their
is, Steve, he's
squad.
not going to a championship level team.
He's not going to Burnley.
It's not going to Burnley,
Wow.
is it? That's
Unlike
what I'm trying
certain-
to
Unlike
say.
certain
Who's
fullbacks.
better right now, Steve Burnley or Juventus?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's not doing a
Juventus.
Kyle Walker and going to Burnley.
Juventus are bad.
What I'm trying to say is, he's still going to go to a good level of club. Ake
Yeah.
will. They're still going to. The thing is, the great players, Manchester City is just moving on, and I just think we've got to respect them on the way out. But let them go out on their trip. people getting too bothered about wages and everything else. You're not paying the wages. They're not knocking on your door going, hand out for 300 grand a week. We can't go on a bad year, drop your wage by 50% because you've had a bad year, guys.
That's another thing. No one talks about wages at the Etihad.
Yeah.
It's such a recent thing. I didn't even hear about wages online 3 or 4 years ago. I
think you're comparing it to the real world. If you have a bad time in your job, yeah, you can discuss your wages in your review. Football don't work like that because they have legal contracts.
Yeah, I mean, we could, guys, just think about where we are in the world. We could be like Steve and have like Lascelles on our back line. You know, we could be in that situation.
We haven't got Fabian Schär. No, I can't use Fabian Schär. He's out injured at the minute.
Hey,
we haven't got
Swiss Silver Fox.
We haven't got Dan Burn at the back, with respect. You know what I mean?
You don't either. He's injured.
Big up, Rajiv. How you doing, mate? Gifted
Sorry,
5
Steve.
on a
Sorry,
membership.
Steve. We had to.
So big up, Rajiv.
Jay
Please
was
say
in the
thank
studio
you.
yesterday saying how BS that offside goal was.
I'm not. No, yeah, Kath. There, I get what I understand that, and I'm not. I was talking about. My point was Stones is still going to go to a good quality level of club. Right. Anyone worried about the second leg? Quickly.
No.
Well, I think Steve is. Steve's giving up.
Yeah, I think Steve waved a white flag on that
You
one.
worried?
I'm not worried, but like I'm a bit wary. They're not a slouch. They're no slouches.
Yes, we
I'm
are.
sure that was-
Yes, we are. We're slouches.
Lad, you were unbeaten in 13 at home before you played us.
I think the first goal. I think the first goal is just
When was
important.
the last time Newcastle scored at the Etihad?
2018 DeAndre Edlin.
Yes.
Kyle
My
Walker
point,
screamer to
Sam.
win the game.
We turned
remember
into
that
scrubs when we.
Oh man, a Kyle Walker screamer.
There is no.
I think
I
what
have
he's saying,
never
Dana.
I have never seen Newcastle play a competitive game of football at the Etihad. Maybe once. I think there was one year the only one.
You have beaten us 2-0 at the Etihad in the League Cup before.
2013.
2014-15, yeah.
14, yeah.
Rolando Aarons and Musa Sissoko.
Do you know what I think? You know what I think? I will say this
Wonder Kid.
for the second leg. I think the first goal will be crucial.
Yeah,
The only
first
thing
goal.
that I'm worried, you're going to have to come out now. You've got to score 2 goals.
Yep.
You can't sit back. You can't low block.
But guess what we're going to do? But guess what the kicker is? We're going to sit back. This guy Eddie Howe plays so scared when he goes to the Etihad. So scared.
Dan Burn will be a left back.
Yo,
Dan Burn will be a left back. Yeah.
Yo, if we go 4-2-4 and throw Wissa, Voltamata, freaking not Alanga, not Barnes, and maybe Gordon, I guess. He's not good either. We have to go 4-2-4, and then you have to play Miley, Tonali, and like Guimarães is an attacking. Bro, the lineup is going to be bro, like we're not going to go for it, Martin. That's the kicker. And we're going to be talking about this in a few weeks on the post-game show of the second leg to be like, why did Newcastle come into the Etihad and play like that when they knew they were trailing? Mark my words, that will be the conversation. Mark my words. We're not going for nothing, bro. Because he thinks, oh, we're going to play. Eddie Howe in his brain is like, right, first half, just try to counter.
Keep it close. Yeah, keep it close. Yeah.
Yeah. And then maybe in the second half we'll go for it. By then you'll have scored. You'll score in both halves. So I look, it's over.
My only concern is I've looked at the fixtures in between that game.
On either side of it, yeah. You've got
Tottenham away,
after, both away.
Tottenham away, Liverpool away.
Oh wait, you guys are never mind. Okay.
I forgot. It depends because
Steve?
I think it depends what team he sticks out.
I said you guys. I was about to laugh and say Tottenham away, but then I forgot Man City. They don't have a.
Tottenham away in Liverpool.
We won our last 2 Premier League games there.
Okay, all right. So I can't say, all right, Tottenham, whatever. That's a challenge. Mate, they're challenged.
Terrible.
You tried to watch and see them play football.
Yeah.
I
just think at that time, too, I think we'll have some people back from injuries as well, hopefully. I think, we just got to – I think we'll be able to rotate a little bit more with Marmouche and Nori and those people back. I think we should be able to handle the schedule at that time. I mean, and plus, at that time of the year, it's also about, do you want to win trophies or not? You're gonna have to muster through some pain, some niggles.
Yeah, Romano's out.
So you're gonna. That's what part of being at a team like City is too. So we're just gonna have to do our best with that schedule.
Our game before, by the way, our game before the second leg is Liverpool away. The game before that is Paris Saint-Germain away. Aston Villa at home in the Premier League.
God.
PSV.
Yeah, your schedule is mad. By the way.
Steve,
Yeah,
didn't
much
you guys
worse
beat
than ours.
PSG
A
last
lot of
year?
L's upcoming. A lot of L's upcoming. Not
Steve,
looking
didn't you
great.
guys
Mate,
beat
he's gonna-
PSG last year? No,
2 seasons ago, wasn't it?
2 seasons ago.
It was 4-1. That was a 4-1.
Yeah,
They
yeah. it was
hosted him.
crazy.
Yeah, they hosted him.
I still think we've got to take the game serious.
Yeah,
course
Mate,
of course.
we're still going to give it our best.
That's all you have to do. Yes.
Right, I'm going to ask a question. Right. Before we get to, I'm just going to very quickly give you the Gaye update that we've had. I got told. So again, reportedly, pinch of salt, whatever you want to do. At the moment, it's true. At the moment, he's probably favouring more staying at Palace.
Yeah, fair play.
Yeah, because he wants his money.
Man, we
Fair.
got Mad Max Elaine. We don't need him.
Well, this leads into my next question.
Oh,
I'm going to
God.
ask Danny
Oh,
about this
man.
before we go to the,
Hell's
because Danny's the academy guy.
Yes.
Max Elaine, I think it's been superb. O'Reilly in that role last night, I thought was decent as well.
Yeah.
Where do you, if City say, for example, buy Guehi, yeah, if they do buy Matt Guehi, what do you do then? Because you'll have Matt Guehi, Gabardiel, Ruben Diaz, Kushyanov. We presume Victor Hayes is going to come back, because that's what we've been told up to now, and Max Elaine.
Yeah, we was talking about this bit yesterday. It's a bit of a logjam. Like, you want to have center back depth, but can you really host 6 or 7 of them? I don't know. So it's a matter of who's playing the best.
I'm not sure if Bater's even still there, by the way. I think Bater's gone.
Because again, if Elaine keeps up this level for the rest of the season, I'm not saying he will. There's no benefit in letting the guy go. He's homegrown. He's in hot form. He helps with the build-up. He's defended very, very well, and in hostile venues as well. If you sell him, what are you going to do with the money? You probably can't buy a better English center back for the money you're going to get from him, assuming you also do bring Gaye in. So I don't know. I think his spot's becoming more and more solid. It's just a matter of the other two, the ones that are loaned out. You've got
Also-
Jumaba and Vitor Reis who are both loaned out.
Yeah, and he's showing he's very good on the ball too, and that's something we're kind of missing right now with Yoshko being out. But then he's also has the academy train quota because we have to do that. I think is that just for Champions League or is that also for Premier League?
That's for Champions League. I
Yeah.
think.
So, and we presume that some of these players are going to leave, like a James Trafford, like a Rico Lewis, like an Oscar Bob. That's a big hit on your academy trained quota right there. And
Well,
your
the
English
update
quota as
I
well.
got today, and I'll read this out word for word if I can find it. Where is it? List of players that are likely to leave in the next 1 or 2 transfer windows: Oscar Bob, James Trafford, Kovacic, Stones, Ake, Rico. Yeah, that's where we're at.
I don't
There's
think
quite a
Trafford
lot.
leaves.
He wants to start.
I don't think
After
Trafford's
yesterday,
leaving.
though, dude, he was so good yesterday.
He was. I don't think Trafford's leaving though. I don't get that vibe.
No, because I think they'll buy a
you know
fullback.
more. You know more, but I just look at it like, okay, you brought him in Donnarumma, an opportunistic thing, but Trafford gives you homegrown room to breathe, and even more important than that, he is. I've been wrong about it because I didn't want him at Newcastle. We were linked with him all summer. I was like, no Trap House Trafford for me. No, thank you. But then we got Riddle and Ramsdale instead. So that was a fucking stroke of brilliance on his 120 grand a week. But that's whatever. He's actually a competent, good backup goalkeeper. And
He wants to play. He doesn't want to be a backup.
Yeah.
yeah, but he can't. Is he get all right? Do you think he's the type of guy to force a move?
Yeah, he's already asked to leave.
Don't know.
No, like no. Okay, yeah. Put it. All right. Put in a transfer request. Has he done that?
No, he won't. No player does that anymore.
Okay. So that's what I mean. So technically, Man City can just be like, la 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 la. I don't hear your. Not,
No, yeah.
I think you're just gonna do that because then it's like
Trafford
okay,
has to go on loan.
because
Trafford
then
has
you
to
need
go on
to.
loan in Jan, and he was told no. In
Yeah.
the summer, they will
I don't
sell
think you
him.
guys are gonna spend money on a backup goalkeeper to replace Trafford, who you just brought in the previous summer.
Well, yeah,
Because not
we're
only
not
would you
gonna
try
hold
to
him
be
hostage.
downgraded in that position, you'll have another homegrown less slot.
I know, but Steve, we're not going to hold him hostage if he's already asked to leave because he's not starting games. Because when we bought him, Donnarumma wasn't there yet. I know that maybe the rumors were coming out that he was going to be available, but he joined this team thinking he had a path to the number one. The plan was always this season he was going to be the backup. He just thought he was going to be the backup to Ederson. Ederson left over the summer, and so he thought he would be Ederson's understudy. And then when Ederson left at the end of his contract, he thought he would have a legitimate chance to be our number one keeper. And then we signed Donnarumma, and that basically said there's no chance you can be our number one because Donnarumma is going to be the number one
chance.
So he signed, and then everything changed. So he has ambitions to be a number one keeper, and it's not going to happen at Manchester City. So yeah, I understand him wanting to leave, and I like the guy a lot. I wish he would stay, but
See, this
we
my
can't hold him
issue.
hostage.
Where do you guys think he goes?
Well, I'm going to stay just for a minute. I just want to finish on the Max Lane thing.
Yeah,
1
go
minute.
on.
Said Danny. My point is, everyone's doing this Max Lane really good, and I agree with it.
Blazing.
The problem is, how the hell, to me, and this is my biggest issue, people think I hate the academy. I don't. But giving him a few games is not a go. O'Reilly was giving him a go. Foden was giving him a go. Rico Lewis was giving him a go. A season, go, enjoy.
Yeah.
No, not 5 games.
Getting a go. He's like, we don't have anybody available right now. So
right, but if Matt Gaye comes in, Max Lane will be the guy gone.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%.
How do we know though? But here's
Mark
the
Guehi's not
thing.
coming to sit on a bench
because of history. Stay.
Yeah, but,
history. That's the point I'm trying to make to Danny.
Yeah,
this
sometimes signings don't work. Hold on. What I'll make my point is that just because you get a good center, I think Guehi's a good, really good center back, whatever you want to call it. I think he's good. I think he'd be a good addition to Man City. There's no foolproof thing that this guy is going to be a hit. He could flop, and then Pep could maybe realize that and then go back to a lane where he tries Guehi here or there. You never know.
Yeah.
Things are not
when you pay
finite.
that much money for a player, you're not going to just bench him.
I mean,
you're
that's
paying him high wages too. High wages and a transfer fee.
sorry,
You're not going to bench him for an academy player. It's not
Hang on,
going to happen.
one sec. Whoa. Can I just try and get Danny's? I've been sorry. I know you're talking. Let me get Danny's thing on Max Lane. Sorry, I'm just right. Where are you at with this? Because I think yeah. I know you get my point. We're doing this Max Lane glaze. Bang, new toil come in, and everyone bye.
Yeah, no, I also want to be careful because it has only been 3 games. I want to go back to maybe 5 years ago. We had Eric Garcia break into the first team. He started off like a house on fire, and then after COVID, after the project restart, his level dropped a bit. He was linked to Barcelona. Everyone wanted him kicked out of the club. So, again, he's been tremendous so far, but just got to stay grounded, let him keep playing well, and not sort of say stuff like I was reading people in the chat yesterday saying he's better than Diaz, get rid of Diaz. I'm like, come on, please, relax. He started well, let him keep playing well.
That's my point.
And this is the thing. I know the online world. He's going to shit the bed in 1 game this season. I know he will. No one can play well a whole season. Everyone's going to turn on him. Yeah. Everyone's going to turn on him 180 degrees. Faster than you can say Max Lane, they will turn on Max Lane.
I do agree with you, Danny. He's probably going to have a stinker at one of these games, and it might be like at Anfield. It might be, but right now that's all we have. So,
because
I like what I've seen. I'd like to see more of it, but
we saw it with Eric Garcia. Eric Garcia was tremendous. He got skinned by Aubameyang in the Cup semi-final, and everyone wanted him gone, just like that. I'm just very, very wary of how people are going to react the first time he drops a stinker. And I'm not saying,
And it will
I know
happen,
it sounds pessimistic. I'm like waiting for him to play badly, but it's like, it's inevitable. No one can maintain the level every single game, every single week.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
be patient with him. He's played one Premier League game. Be patient. He's going to make mistakes. Support him when he makes some mistakes.
Well,
Let him make the mistakes.
Yeah, actually, you are right. It is one Premier League game, but he played Premier League opposition twice.
Correct.
Yeah.
He passed a very big test
Carabao.
yesterday. Absolutely.
Yeah, he was great.
Yes.
Great. Very good.
Yeah.
Him and Kusanov. Very good defensive for the most part. Impressive.
Number one fan here.
Anyway, hello, Raja. How are you?
What's up, everyone?
Sorry,
Sorry I'm late.
Nice to meet you.
No, don't worry about
Jaguars, boo.
You see my
Wow, rubbing salt in the wound, Ed.
I'm
my
gonna
Jags-
That's
remove
my
Gaye.
one with the team left standing.
think
Oh,
he's
outside
gone.
of Steve.
Jaguars. I see it.
Yeah, right there.
Jaguars.
The Jags.
The Jaguars.
Commiserations.
Let me down.
Commiserations, but
Trevor
you do have a
Lawrence
badass
with
team.
hair. More hair
Mm,
flip
right,
than Yoda is.
Do you want to have a quick thought on Newcastle before we go to the Derby? We'll finish on the Derby.
Sure. I mean, I was happy. I don't think anyone can leave that as a City fan and not be happy, thrilled, excited with, basically 1 foot in the door of the final. It sounded like we were going off on Max Alleyne a bit. I was participating in the Max Alleyne glaze. I would say. I don't know if maybe I'm reading too much into this, but I will ask Danny, was he this good last year? Or is this out of left field for you? Are you like very, very surprised that he's this good? Or is it not big enough sample size? Am I reading too much? Like, why did we buy 2 center backs last January if Max Alleyne, like, we thought he might be this good?
He was good last year, but it was more like he turned it on second half of the season and then going into the under 21 playoffs at the end of the season. Like, he played with Simpson Pusey. I thought he was better than Simpson Pusey, but again, he wasn't like super consistent like he has been the last 3 games. He had like the odd defensive mistake in him. He's always been tremendous in the build-up. I'm not surprised at that at all.
Yeah.
You can't teach confidence.
He's
always carried them. I think when he was at Southampton, he played defensive midfield a couple of times. That doesn't surprise me at all. But again, it's those defensive lapses. Even at like the youth level, he was still prone every now and then. So again, give the guy patience. I'm slightly surprised, but again, 3 games, let him keep playing well, let him learn.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm happy with Max Alleyne. I mean, I'm very impressed. I didn't know who this guy was until like 10 days ago. So I'm thrilled with what he's been doing. I saw some quotes from his dad that I thought were hilarious. His dad was like, he models his game in the buildup after John Stones and then defensively after Ruben Diaz. It's like, geez, pick our best 2 center backs at their best attributes. And that's what we have in Max Alleyne. Like, appreciate the glaze from the dad. But
we got 2 of them
anyway.
now.
Yeah, like I mean,
Yashka is the other one.
I would love to see more of Max Alleyne. I'm not at the point where I'm like, Max
you're
Alleyne has
gonna.
been
You're
so
gonna.
good where we don't need Guehi anymore. Like, I'm sure people have started that train, and I don't think that's probably fair at this point yet. Like,
Yeah, because you know what's
games.
going to happen. You don't buy Gaye, or you don't buy a centre back. You rely on Max Alleyne, like Danny has quite rightly said. He shits the bed in a few games. Everyone will turn on him and blame the board for not buying Gaye.
Yeah, I mean, it's a difficult spot because if City think Max Alleyne can be a solution, like, you don't really need to buy Mark Guehi then. Whether or not we have been, the fans, like, given this proof at this point to make that decision, like, I don't think we have that information yet, but not spending 40 million on a center back that you could get on a free sounds nice.
200 grand a week. But
Yeah,
everyone's
like, what's
worried about
Max
John
Alleyne
Stones
gonna
and
be on,
Bernardo's wages. And everyone's like, just give Gaye 200 grand a week. This is the thing that rocks my world. They go, Stones is on $250,000. Bernardo's on 300. Let's give Gaye 200 odd grand a week and a 20 million. So hang on, you're just chucking money now.
Well, to be fair, as the fans, we don't care what we spend. But if you're like, if we're going to debate about what the club should do, then we have to be realistic with what they're going to do. But like, as me personally, I don't care. Give Gaye 500K a week if we think that's enough to win us the Premier League. Like,
Let me be the voice of reason here, because, and I'm sorry to go at, I'm probably going to pull that Riot Jack's heart right here.
Damn.
I remember we did all this Oscar Bob hype. all
where I
this
knew he was
Oscar Bob's
going.
the future of our right wing. All this Oscar Bob's another person to come out of academy. All for him to be 18 months later to be going out the door. I know he had
And
the
Ed,
injury,
and Ed, all after a small sample size.
all after a small
People aren't
sample
learning.
size.
I'll give you another one. Rico Lewis. Oh, he's going to be the greatest right back we've ever had. Sell him, get him out the club.
I'll give you another one from another club, Ansu Fati at Barcelona.
Good point.
Well,
yeah.
they've had
He
several.
was on fire to start off
Listen,
with. He got the number
I was-
10.
I'm going to speak to Danny privately, but I have an idea for a show that I want Danny on.
All right, go on then.
So I'll speak.
None of us are
I'll
invited.
speak to
Just
you
Martin and
privately.
Danny.
No, because I want it just to be a two-man panel. No, you can still do this. No, I want to start an EBS
Talking
show.
the academy.
Yeah,
That
I
would be
want to
good.
do an academy breakdown.
That'd be good. Yeah.
As far as the like academy hype, I'm not even from England, so like this pro academy thing, I feel like is
What? You're not
normally
from
reserved.
England? Get off! You're
I'm
doing
just
it.
saying.
Get out.
I feel like in general
Of the stateside show.
Actually, we
The-
kicked you out, Martin. Just so
Yeah.
you know.
the pro academy people are normally like the people who are local and they want to see their local academy. Like that's where the connection comes. So I mean, I don't really have a tie to the academy other than the fact that I liked Oscar Bob and I thought he was going to be amazing for us, and he hasn't been. So see ya. Like I feel more ruthless than I would say probably most people. It's something I struggle with, like empathy, probably, I would say. Like if these players aren't good enough, I don't really care. Like adios, next one in.
You'll make money off them too. That's the crazy part.
That's the other
The
thing.
ones
Like
that aren't
the
good enough,
academy
you will
sales
make
fund our
money.
future purchases.
Yes.
Like people are always upset how we sell academy players all the time, but if we don't do that, you have to sell an actual first teamer to, balance the books and whatnot. Like
We haven't
doesn't
done. We
matter
didn't do
how
much
we
of
get
that
the
over
good
the
players.
summer, though.
I'm the one.
Yeah.
I'm the one for the academy. Actually, I do want to see some of our players make it into the first team and kind of stuck through it and play. Because we did copy the Barcelona, the whole thing that
Model.
they're doing. Yeah, their model and everything.
Which is
I
smart.
feel like it's. I mean, it definitely is because it looks. Because same thing that Rajai just said. It funds future player purchases. If they're not really good for us, i.e., Morgan Rogers, all the other players that we kind of
Palmer.
sold off.
Oh,
Palmer.
no,
and
don't
stuff
say
like
that, Steve.
I know. I do it. as a
People
wide
say
mouth,
that all the
but-
time, and it's like, where would Morgan Rogers play right now? We wouldn't have Cherokee if we got Morgan Rogers.
Mhm.
Yeah.
If Palmer was here, we're not buying Cherokee, and
I
everybody
still-
loves Cherokee now.
Yeah,
So
you asked me, am I
Heck,
surprised
he's
about
that
Elaine?
guy.
I am surprised about Morgan Rogers. I did not think he'd ever be this good.
that's fair. Because
Did you watch him a lot?
I watched him a lot, and he was
Okay.
he was pedestrian. It was like Kaiki. Kaiki played with RDS. He was also quite pedestrian. That was a big
And
letdown for me.
Morgan Rogers. His
Kaiki,
first
man.
move was
Yeah.
his first move Middlesbrough. Like you sold.
It
him
was
to
like Black. He was at Blackpool. He was at Bournemouth at some point. That was when Bournemouth were down in the Championship.
oh yeah,
Middlesbrough. Years.
I think
ago.
that's right as well.
Yeah.
Football is also about timing. You have to be. I think one of my best things, well, not me, because that sounds so up myself. I think sometimes you can be the right player at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to remember, Manchester City and not. I think when you'd come off the back of a 4-peat or treble, whatever, blooding one or two youngsters into a winning team, I think is easier. I think bringing in some youngsters into a team that is struggling or having so much expectation onto them.
Yeah.
Of trying to get that first. Because for me, I think the PTSD will always be there until we win a league title again. Till we win a league title or a Champions League again, people are always going to have doubts on this team and this manager and everything else. You're always judged on your last performance. Sadly.
Sure.
Whether it's right or wrong, it doesn't matter, but that's the way of the world. And sadly, I just think some of these players come in at the wrong time, and people, I get it, like they're saying, Max Lane, and that was, I asked this question last night. Diaz is back in for 4 to 5 weeks. Guardiola's going to come back. And then they're going, well, which people, I mean, Mad Hat has mentioned it a couple of times. Well, let's use Magnus. Let's use them as fullbacks. Let's go to about 4 of centre backs. Then I don't want to hear anyone say, why we're not buying a right back.
We don't need a right back when we got Usano.
About the right back thing, Martin, a player that I've heard that you're very strongly linked with is Coyote at Brentford. Is this true or false? I think
he's on the list. Yeah, he's on the list.
I think he would be a marvelous.
He's on the list. There is Javaro Reed, the guy at Coventry.
He's good. He's good.
And there was the guy at Coventry. He's a lot
Somebody
older
from
Coventry
was today.
Yeah, the right. What's it called? Milan.
Amar Dedic.
Dedic is not. No.
He's actually really good.
He's not good enough for you guys. He is not.
He's actually a really good player.
No, I have seen the link.
Dedic is not.
I have seen the links raising.
He's young.
Not Dedic. No, not that.
No.
Who's the guy at Coventry? The guy at Coventry.
Milan van Eyck.
Yes, that's it.
Really?
I knew it.
Van Eyck, really?
He's been scouted, yeah.
Isn't he like
He
28?
has been scouted.
He's not even young. That's very weird.
Well, he's 27. That's what I thought. He's 27 or something.
I mean, they're pissing the league right now, but say it's a bit
yeah,
weird.
He's 27.
He's better than fucking Dedic. I'll tell you that.
He's 25.
I got a question about Coyote.
He's a good player.
Is he like a hybrid, like a Mukiel is, like a center back, right back?
No.
Coyote, is he like a hybrid?
No,
like a Mukiel?
Strictly a right back. Fiorentina youth team, he played left back, and I was watching some guy was. I mean, this was years ago, but no, not left back. No, he's a right back, but he's an excellent right. I think you can make an argument that Michael Coyote's been the best right back in the league this season. He's been.
I'm actually shocked he's never been capped by Italy. I know Di Lorenzo.
Yeah, and that speaks the incompetence of where Italy are at.
Oh, absolutely. My dad's Italian.
And I mean, Fiorentina undersold this guy.
Hey, look, you're going to hear Mario Mikado, the next coming to Dembele. Let the guy have more than one game against Exeter before we start making him the real deal here, guys.
Boy, when Mikado scored my chat, you should have seen my chat.
I saw Danny's tweet.
With the Savino's comments.
No, it was brilliant.
He was like,
it shouldn't be under. But it doesn't mean then. But it doesn't mean I'm playing him at the Bernabeu in a couple of months and let's roll. That's what we've got.
Yeah, Mikado at the Bernabeu. Okay.
Put it in perspective. This is the problem. People,
man.
I think Elaine is in a different situation because we have an injury crisis. That's the only reason he's playing. But maybe he takes his chance. You just never know.
Derby weekend. I'll start with you, Danny. We'll go around the board. I'm going to shut up because I'm going to give my.
No. I want you to start. You're the local.
Oh, right. I hate derbies. Hate them. Don't enjoy them. It's not an enjoyable game. It's not an enjoyable experience. I shit myself for 95 minutes.
No, I
want the game over and I enjoy it at the end. Because
visual
I am a very big believer in form goes out the window in a derby. I know
absolutely.
United, and they think it's only United. We'll piss all over him.
Michael Carrick's first game.
Yeah, there's so many examples.
Manager bounce.
I remember the one when we were going to win the league against United.
Oh,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know,
That was a goose egg. That was a goose egg.
No, it wasn't a goose egg because we scored 2 goals in the first half and then we shot.
Yeah, we scored 2 goals. Ryan Sterling had a game.
That was Pogba, right? That was the Pogba.
Ryan
Sterling too.
Yeah. And if you remember, Ryan Sterling played crossbar challenge by himself.
Didn't Ole Gunnar Solskjaer beat you 4 times?
He beat us 3 times in the season.
And 3 times in the season?
1920, yeah.
And it's at the Swamp.
Yeah.
They've got a new manager, as much as, he's not a manager, but you know what I mean. There's going to be all this. It goes one of 2 ways to me. We either give him a good hiding, or this is going to be one hell of a game that we're just going to have to really knuckle down and go with. Because as much as, yes, we talked about Max Lane and everything else, Derby's very, very different. So people were saying to me, who would you play? Yes, I would play Foden.
Okay.
I want 1 or 2 local lads in there, 100%. Because I think you've got to. The 12:30 kickoff scares the shit out of me because I do get worried about that.
12:30 kickoff.
I hate them.
Love them. I love
You ain't
Danny and I
been
have to
doing
wake
that.
up at 4:30
Yeah,
in the
Oh,
morning
okay.
for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I
big
love-
up.
Danny's young enough where it doesn't hurt anymore. It
I
hurts
love
at this
waking up
age.
at 7:30 in the
Auntie
morning.
Cal does not like waking up at 4:30 in the morning.
Well, that's your problem.
Don't call yourself auntie because you're trying to backtrack on the young.
Trying to victim.
Look at it, trying to give the young kid the
Hey
auntie.
man, uncles are the cool. Uncle Jesse is still the coolest. Or Uncle Jesse and Uncle Joey are still the two coolest coolest unks on TV.
I don't
Full
enjoy
house.
them. I don't
Hell
enjoy
yeah.
them.
Well, you enjoy them if you win and you spank them, right?
I'm not. I'm not kidding you. There are derbies that. I mean, this is when I was younger, where I used to just go and drive and ignore them and watch the game later on.
Oh, I used to
wow.
do that when I was a teenager.
I can't.
When we were at the
Right.
Swamp,
Wild.
I used to just drive. It was like, do you know when we were going toe for Liverpool in the league?
Yeah.
And I wasn't doing watch songs or anything then. And you remember the Burnley game?
Yeah, the Aguero goal line
yeah.
technology one. Yeah,
He
yeah.
just toe tapped it across. Didn't want to watch it. Didn't want to know about it. I said, I'll look at it at the end.
Were you on Twitter back then, Martin? You remember when all
No.
the Liverpool fans changed their profile pictures to Ashley Barnes for a whole week?
Yeah, I was just. I don't do well.
Yeah.
You mean, my God, if you,
People from you,
I
Martin.
feel sorry
You're
for
the last
people who sit.
person on earth I would think to say this.
The people who sit next to me, on the Villa game and the QPR game, would have had the worst time in the world.
Man.
Because I just don't enjoy it. I don't get behind it. I hate it. I do it. Me on Derby Day becomes like some different animal. I scream in the stadium. I'm at them.
Yeah.
I'm calling them every name. I'm booing.
Yeah.
I turn my phone off. I block out. All my WhatsApps get blocked from my reds because I don't want to know them till later on. If they're beating us, I don't speak to them for 2 weeks. I avoid everything.
Wow.
I just hate them. They make me feel sick.
As you should.
And yes,
Yeah.
mine is PTSD through so many, because they made my childhood a shit heap. And I will never forgive those red bastards for destroying my childhood at school.
Yeah.
That's the way I feel about the Green Bay Packers.
That's where I'm at.
I hear it.
I can't do it this time because I am in a box.
Fuck
I'm
the-
sorry I'm in a box. I'm a posh twat for a day. It is free. I don't care. I got a free ticket in a box. I'm going.
I grew up with United fans as well, but I grew up when the sands were beginning to shift. So I had it okay. I know you had it terribly. I mean, I grew up in the late Alex Ferguson days, so
Yeah, I had to sit watching them win trebles and everything we're doing. I watched them do, and I was like, because my mate said to me, "And now know you felt." I was like, "Yep, it's bad, isn't it?" The difference is we were getting relegated as you were doing all that. We weren't actually even in the league with you.
no, I'll ask you.
Martin,
I'll
I'm
ask you.
still
Go on.
surprised that you hate derbies. I am surprised. I'm surprised that that's your stance. I figured you'd be up for it and like you're excited for it. I'm shocked that that's your stance, man. I can't.
Anyone who's excited for a derby, I think you need to go and get your head tested.
Well, I do that.
Let me just say something because I gotta drop off and eat some dinner here. But I do want to say I think just analyzing the game, I think we both have some similarities. Because I think we both have firepower. I think we have better firepower, but I still think they have players that can hurt us. They have the likes of Embuemo and Ahmad will probably be back for this game, which I think is a plus for them. I think both of us have compromised back lines right now. And so I think it's all going to be about us being clinical. We're just going to have to take our chances. And we know when we take our chances, that's when we can blow teams out the way. So as long as we do that, I think we'll be fine. I think Rodri is a must start for me if Nico G is not available for this type of game, at least for me.
I think that's why you only played 30 minutes yesterday.
Yeah,
Yep.
makes sense. You
I
said he
wanna
wasn't
see-
training. Is that still the case, or is that better now?
No, he was in the gym, just wasn't on the pitch.
Okay, is he training today, or today just warped?
I don't think they've had day off.
Wow.
Yeah, they had a day off. They're in the gym today.
Good day
They're
off
in the
today.
gym. I think I want to see Doku and Semenyo again to go at their fullbacks. You know, I know everybody's talking about Turkey to start, but I think in Derby games, I want him to come off the bench
You got it.
because
Really?
Yeah, I want him to come off the bench just because.
Really, he's first
Well,
name
at
on
least
my
for
team
me,
sheet.
I would rather. I know he said he wants to kill United.
I was gonna say.
Colts
Yeah.
and everything, but
not only that, like let's be honest, people, and we'll use the game that just happened between Newcastle and Man City. In the first half, did you guys lack creativity?
Yes. Absolutely.
yeah, never did.
Right. So if you're playing against Manchester United away, who you can debate, are they better than Newcastle? Are they worse than Newcastle? Similar level. And it's a derby. And you lack creativity against Newcastle. So the next game, when you're going to play Manchester United and you lack creativity in the game that just happened a few days ago, don't you think it would behoove Pep to start Cherky, who can create?
Well, I think also, I mean, at the same time, if Pep puts Foden closer to Haaland, I think we have more creativity. I just think it depends if he tweaks the setup or not, because if you're asking Turkey to come into the game, do you want to take off a winger outlet for you? So now you're really only playing to one side of the field with Doku. So there's always a give and take when you're talking about the players that we have, or you want to take off Foden. So there is questions there, but I want to keep the wingers out there to keep our width.
Yeah,
and I want to play Foden
and Dorgu does. Yeah,
I want to play Foden over Turkey. That's where my decisions lie.
Okay.
Bernardo starts this game.
And Bernardo's going to start in this game. Bernardo's going to start.
And he absolutely should start this game.
So that's why, in my rationale, Turkey's coming off the bench, just because I'm thinking about the setup of the team.
Do you think Rodri starts?
Yes.
I would hope so.
And then O'Reilly.
O'Reilly at left
back.
We need our Ballon d'Or winner.
Nunez at right back. Yeah.
Elaine and Kusanov and Nunez.
Yeah.
I keep the back line. Yeah. I would, but
Ake maybe deserves a start.
Ake could maybe play left center back next to Kusanov. Yeah.
That'd
be nice having.
That's not enough build up though.
Foden out front.
Remember Donnarumma will be in that, and you would want.
I think Semenyo too.
I would play Foden and Cherka. I'd play.
You play them both.
So who are you dropping in that case?
Semenyo can't play then, or Doku can't play.
What?
Yeah.
Well, I'm midfield three.
This is where we're at now.
I'm midfield three. Foden, Rodri. Cherka.
Oh, you're going all out.
After the whole
Bernardo.
I was going to say after the whole spiel you had about Bernardo being crucial.
Yeah, I'd still kill him. No, Bernardo. I think I want to have Foden in because it's a derby. I think you got to have a local lad as well as all. I think two or three they got to be in there. You know what it means. Yeah. Foden turns up in derbies. Foden shows.
And if he doesn't, you can just yank him for Bernardo.
But then
you can always make.
But we all know Bernardo's starting, right? We all know this.
Martin, doesn't
if you start Cherky and Foden, Bernardo always plays with them too.
Always. Doesn't that what, Venom?
Doesn't that cause unbalance in the midfield if you have Cherky and Foden and Rodri behind them? That's kind of an unbalanced midfield. No,
it worked early on in the season.
I think you're also underestimating
because Bernardo was in
how much Foden.
Yeah, you have to have Bernardo at the right wing.
I'll be honest with you. I'm going out to kill him. That's why I'm just going all out.
I understand now.
I'm going out. Menyo, Foden, Cherka.
Yeah.
I'm going out to pound.
You're gonna do the blitzkrieg, and then you're gonna.
You know why? Do you know why? If it was Nico J, I'd probably stick Bernardo in.
Yes.
I know Rodri can do that.
You guys dealt with them comfortably in the game earlier this year, right?
That is shit.
Look, I do think if it comes to people ain't gonna like this, I think if it comes to a choice of Foden and Cherky on Saturday, I think he's choosing Foden.
Yeah,
I think he should.
Remember, this is away too. This is away. This is. Yeah. I think that also plays a factor into this as well.
You guys might just run the same 11 that you did.
This is the last game we'll play them this season, guys. So I agree, Martin, go out and kill them.
See, we've even turned the Newcastle fan in saying we in a derby. I like it. Look at that.
When did I say we?
You did.
Well, I'm a human being. I hate Man United by default.
No, keep going. Keep saying the wee bit. That's right. I'll get you a City shirt, put it on the back there.
But yeah, I gotta
We're-
drop,
we're
guys.
the
I got
Blue
some work
Cartel,
to do.
Steve. It's just
Ed,
the
big up,
cartel.
mate. Cheers.
Ed.
Good night, Ed.
I just listen for me. I'm just going all out. I get people may not. I'm just doing it. I'm going all out.
I like it, man. I like it because I want that to be our formation next season.
I'm going with a set of balls, as Pep calls it, big balls. I'm going with big balls.
I need my warriors.
Vamos, cojones.
Listen, I think. Listen, if they start Dogu and all that, I think Doku will destroy him.
I
Like
think they're
he's
gonna
not
start Dalot and Dogu.
No, Dallo is one of the worst.
Dallo and Dogu. I'm sorry.
Dallo is one of
You
the
there.
worst.
Put Semenyo on Dalot, and he's just gonna absolutely cook the living hell out of him the entire day.
Yeah.
I don't think Reinders should start this game. I don't
Reinders?
agree with
No,
that.
I think Reinders
We
is
all want
now
to
a
see the
squad player.
lineup. We all want to see the lineup.
Reinders is
when
not
we
going
beat
to
'em
start a lot of
3-0.
games, Venom.
People have got to realise, and they're not like this. Phil Foden is still majorly an important part of Pep Guardiola.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why he
Absolutely.
plays so much.
People doing his drop him. He's not. You just have to realise, like there are certain games he's not. He's going to play Bernardo. Just deal with it and move on, guys.
I would give Phil a rest at the Wolves game though.
That's a fair shout. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean-
he's very overplayed, and there's
What
that stat out to he's run the most kilometers.
Would
in the
anyone
Premier
debate
League this
Nori
season.
ago, or am I going really too all the
Yeah,
time?
you're going.
Nah,
you're
you're
going
yeah,
too
you're
far.
Am I just going way overboard now?
I've thought
Yeah.
about it, but
Let's get
probably
Nico O'Reilly back in left back because
Yeah.
I liked him. I do think he's very good at left back.
Do you know?
I feel like
just
he's a
think
much
that-
better left back than midfielder, at least
You
now.
know what? Despite what I said earlier about it, but it is what I am. I'm just doing it. That's just me. I'm just doing it. I'm being brave.
What if he
Is
drops
anyone
Haaland?
worried? Is anyone like really concerned with this game? Like
No.
this?
A little bit, because we know how unpredictable these derbies are. We've seen, we have had plenty of dropping the ball moments at Old Trafford. You had that 4-3 Michael Owen game winner. You had the Rooney overhead kick. I mean, you had the one 2 years ago, of course. I'm still a little bit worried about going to that stadium because I know some of the mental
dodgy
unpredictable
VAR.
things that have happened there.
Yeah, exactly.
We've had some dodgy VAR. against us, yeah, this season,
Absolutely
too.
not. Their caretaker coach came out and said this team is hurting. They're a fragile team. They're
That is
Beware-
bad.
you gotta beware the wounded animal, though.
I know. Yeah, we thought we'd go punk Chelsea with no manager, and they came in and broke our hearts at the end.
I mean, that was the last kick of the game. That was
Still,
Yeah.
we bottled
It
it.
counts, yeah.
We bottled it, man.
you know, I think it's a different animal that
laughing at, Steve.
we're gonna put
Man.
out Saturday.
Okay.
All right, where are the parts United could hurt us then?
Probably
Just
on
on
the break.
transition, maybe.
On the
But
break
even-
with the Wemo and Cunha.
But even on
He
transition,
ain't
we
doing nothing.
got
He
Houston up there.
ain't
He's just gonna clean everything up.
Cunha's been one of the worst freaking players in the league this season. He's been dreadful. If y'all let him ball out against you guys, that's shameful.
I've got to say, by the way, I think Kushinos really impressed me, and I think he's. Do you know what's impressed me the most with him? How he's calmed down so much.
Yeah,
Yes.
I said that earlier. I was like, I thought that was a very mature game from him yesterday. And I don't
The first
remember him
5
doing any
minutes.
reckless tackles. I don't remember him giving away any free kicks. Maybe I'm wrong. That's always possible. But I
In the
thought he
first
was
5
very
minutes, he
mature.
barged in, and that led to the Wissa attempt. I thought the same thing. Like in general, he's been a little bit calmer, but if you barge in and go for it, you got to get the ball or take the guy out because that's what led to that Wissa should have been chance was Kusanov stepping forward when he didn't have to me.
Well, he can
But
still
maybe
get
that's
better.
just the nerves of the first 5 minutes of a semifinal.
Wissa does do that. That is something he's good at. He's good at drawing out the center back, running in behind space, and doing something. He just didn't fucking do
He
it.
did have that lapse of concentration where he lost the ball. The ball was coming to him, and he took his eye off of it, and it went out of bounds. But other than
Everybody
that,
will have one moment in a game where they do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Like Vardiel does it once a game or twice a game. Diaz does it once or twice a game. Like, it's going to happen.
Yeah, he's been very impressive.
Gabriel and Saliba do it once or twice a game. So Van Dijk does it once or twice a game. It just happens. It's part of the game.
First of all, I don't even know how United is even going to set up in this game. Like, what formation are they going to run? Who even knows?
4-2-3-1. I guarantee
know what they're going to do.
I guarantee you it'll be a 4-2-3-1.
I can't remember how Carrick's up at Middlesbrough. I think it was kind of
4-2-3-1.
Was it? All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it was like Hackney and freaking the American kid.
Aiden Morris. Aiden Morris, yeah.
Aiden Morris.
Oh, God.
And they had Sierra Leone's striker. We went to Atlanta, Latte Lath. They had.
Yeah. Latte Lath.
Latte Lath. They had a few others.
And,
are we saying they're gonna?
They had Ben Doak last season as well.
Ben Doak.
Yeah.
Are we saying they're gonna park the bus and we're just gonna pick them apart? Because I don't see any other way.
That would be my guess.
I don't think United will park.
And that kind of sucks because that's when you'd want a Turkey to play because Turkey is very good on. He's very good on unlocking a low block.
I don't know that. No. Yeah, I think we'll wrap it up there because we've been on nearly 2.5 hours, and I don't want to give up times forever.
I know it already got dark.
Yeah,
it was light when the show started. Now it's dark.
90 wants another 10-1. Yeah, we do. Do you know what? I'm going to sit. I'm going to eat my breakfast.
It's only 6-1.
I'm going to enjoy my egg and my bacon. I'm going to have my City shirt underneath my polo top and my pants and everything. Don't you worry. There will be some blue repping going on in there.
I would advise double checking the chicken before you eat it because you don't.
Don't
want salmonella
unless you're Patrice Evra.
Then
that's the right cook.
Actually, if you're in Japan, they do chicken sashimi. So if it's high quality meat, you can trust it. They look like they just go to Costco though. It's probably some crap ass meat.
Nuno Bozo and Bruno penalty. Bloody hell, Teal, you just don't lie.
What was that? For what?
Hey, there is no space. I'm having a night off, mate. Please let me have one night, Cade. I'm like a dog with a bone with these spaces, you, my man. Right. Anyway, right. Danny, anything coming up at LB?
No, just the usual. Same old. Hopefully a happy derby recap and not an angry one like last year.
You know what? It would be funny to watch Jacob's reaction actually on that.
What's your obsession with him? What is your obsession with him?
It'd be fun though. Oh, get Alan on. Get Alan on. No, I'm joking. No, listen, I love it and really enjoyed last night's panel show as well. Go and give that a watch. And mate, you're all subscribed to LB anyway. Go and give that a lot of love.
Big up LB.
Top community. Go and give it a lot of love. Kelster, Steve, True City fan, anything coming up? Any Bernardo
we're working on a derby preview for Friday with a United fan. Our dear friend Fla.
Yes, and Sky.
And does Sky respond? Okay, that'd be awesome.
Not yet, but like she will eventually. She'll be there.
If not,
right, Jack, by the way, I'm loving the new logo, my man. Loving that new logo.
Thank you. I thought I would clean it up a bit for my push for the 1,000 subs on the channel, which is
what's your channel?
Just Ryjack, just my name.
Yeah,
Ryjack.
guys, by the way, can we get Ryjack over the 1,000? Come on, there's a note for you in here.
Very cool. Martin, then I can post the link in the chat.
Yeah, we got, so that's,
the links are in.
Watch alongs on the channel Saturday for the derby. I'll be up nice and early, 7:30. Not as early as the West Coasters, but we'll be up 7:30 for me for the game. We got a Discord on my channel as well for any City fans who want just to hang out, chop it up with the boys and the girls.
Chop it up. Wow, I haven't heard that in a while.
Yeah, I'm very from Florida. We say chop it up a lot here.
No, I've heard that. I haven't heard that phrase in I've heard it before, but it's been like 15 or 20 years. So
Tarek also says that.
You're a true boomer.
True boomer, yeah.
By the way, just to look,
that's why I call myself Auntie.
We are 6 away from the 150 likes target live. Can you be one of the 6? There's Ryjack. All the links to everyone's shows are in the description anyway. Venom, I will see you over on Twitter, my man.
Yes. Yes.
We gotta get Venom on True City fans sometime, man. We'd love to have you.
No, you don't want me because I'll talk about number 26.
Vader, who
Oh,
did
well,
have
just
a big part.
well, then you and Spartacus can have a big fight. Come on, come join us on the watch along.
We already do it in spaces. I do
Right.
like 4 watch
What I'm going to do is,
Actually,
because I'm
Spartacus
going to
and,
I'm just
Steve
going
are
to do,
fight
I'm
over
going to
who's
do
enough on
10
the watch
minutes
along
on my
today.
own because I want to give everyone a channel update. Things are changing. Well, a show is changing. I don't want to explain the breakdown. So we'll let all these amazing legends depart, and I will have 10 minutes with you on my own while I explain the new process for tomorrow, because you are going to get 3 hours of Thursday night chat. So I will explain it all. It's going to be split into 2 halves. You're going to have a sensible panel, and then I'm going to come on and ruin all your lives. So
I won't be in the first half. Don't worry.
right. So everyone is welcome. Just email me, text me, whatever, and we can get people in. But I want to say massive thanks to these guys. Please, let's get Rajat to that 1K. Come on, get over there. Let's get Beta to the 2K. True City fan over to the 5K. Show them all a lot of love. Get over there. You may not agree with everyone, but they put in some massive, massive efforts. Some of these are getting up at silly o'clock in the morning to give you some amazing content. So please go and show them the love that they need. Listen, we're all blues. That's what matters. Anyway, guys, thank you. I'll see you all next week. Stateside.
Bye, everyone.
Cheers.
Hopefully, I'll sound like a human by next week.
You sound fine now, to be fair.
Really? Oh,
Yeah, she actually got a lot better when we went into the Bernardo debate. Did you hear that, Danny? She got really going in that Bernardo debate.
I don't hate him. I don't know why people think that.
It was that agenda.
I will give him a standing ovation, at the end of the season, that kind of thing.
Agenda, man.
Kel sat in the living room going, well done, bye-bye. Get out the fucking club, you bastard.
He's the only shirt I've spent money on. I bought his shirt. I bought the shirt with his name on it. It's the only one.
You have a Bardio Croatian shirt.
Just before you go, you know you're mad fat.
DHK. That was like $10. I paid
really,
$120 for this Bernardo shirt.
Kelsey, the biggest thing that made me laugh for you, though, you went, Anja, get out. Time to get out. And you went, I've got a Switzerland captain shirt. I'm like, what the hell?
No, my argument last season was that because we had to keep Stones and Eke for homegrown, Akanji was probably going to be the odd man out because we also spent a bunch of money on young center backs, and we had to start integrating them into the team. And
someone's waffling.
And also, he was the only one I thought we could make any money off of because he had value because he was still good.
And ironically, we loaned him out and didn't get any money for it. So
right, I'm going to leave you all to it. Big up, Paul. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. I might see some of you tomorrow. Always welcome. Thank you, guys.
Adios.
Right, I'm going to have 10 minutes with you while I explain tomorrow's new formats. Big up. Right. What's now going to happen moving forward on the channel? Oh, let me just move that back a little bit. Right. Thursday night chat, as you know, we normally do about 2 hours. But what I've been thinking, and I have stole it from another show, I'm not going to lie. But I thought it was a very good idea, and I want to get your viewpoints on it. We have so much to go through. So tomorrow, let me just show you what the plan is for tomorrow. This is the thumbnail for tomorrow. So it's going to be 2 tribes go to war. It's basically going to be derby orientated, but because Rich, Pat, I don't know, Ozzy, they've not had a lot of say on certain things this week. So instead of me just coming on and repetitive myself and etc., I thought, right, we'll do it in a different way. Because different people have different time schedules. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 8 o'clock while 9:30. There's going to be one panel. Ozzy will probably host, or someone will say, I'm organised, so we're going. So if you want to be part of the first panel, and some people will overlap into 2. I'm not saying I will never not be on both, but there'll be tomorrow or 1. So the plan is we'll start one at 8 till 9:30. Then from 9:30 till 11, it will change over to late night Thursday, which is where me and Ozzy and others may appear. So It gives the Aussie lads a good amount of time to come on and have the say. It gives them practicing of hosting, skills, things like that. You get to know more people. So we're going to do it that way. So you're going to be split into two, and we'll go like that. There'll be a 2-minute into, if that, maybe about 90 seconds. I'm still putting it together. Where there'll be like a minute. No, not Blues Down Under. That's still going to go ahead. It's just not everyone is capable of doing the 2 and 3 hours, Cade. But because there's so much going on at the minute, we want to pack as much in. And I don't want to do it as 2 shows because it fucks up your analytics doing it as 2 shows. So we'll just do it as a thing. Some will stay, some will go. So it'll be like same show, different panels, so you get different viewpoints as well. If you would like to be part of an early panel, email us, mancunianway1894@gmail.com. The links are in the description and all the details. Email us on Instagram, or my DMs are now back open. So DM me on Twitter at Horsley City, as you can see. If you want to be part of the late one, you can be part of the late one as well. So that's how we're going to do it. I have spoke with Danny. I'm still waiting on his response about doing a fortnightly EDS show as well. So we'll get that up and running. Friday, I'm not sure there's going to be a 90 minutes with Tone and Martin because Tone might be working. There'll still be a show on Friday. It'll still be 90 minutes. We'll just be Martin maybe without Tone this week, where we'll go through. That is going to be our weekly transfer show for the week. So we'll do everything transfers on that Friday lunchtime, around about 12:15. And then Saturday, I'm obviously at the game. Sunday, we will do everything on the derby reaction. So there is loads and loads coming up for you on the Mancunian way. Also, what I want to say is a massive thank you to you all. The analytics, everything has gone through the roof on this channel. The only thing we're not quite at is the subscriber count. We're trying to hit that 8K as soon as possible. So please, if you can, give us that big push to that 8K. It means a lot. This is primarily now my full-time job, as well as caring, as you know. And I just wanted to say a massive thank you to you all, because the analytics have gone through the roof, and I'll just give you some very quick, short updates on this. But the analytics, the watch time is up 12,000 more than normal. So the views are up 12,000 more. The watch time, which is the biggest indicator on the channel for anything, is actually up nearly 3,000 hours more than normal. Subs have gone up. Everything has gone up. We are counting in one direction. We are 242 away from the 8K. So a massive push on that would be really appreciated. At the end of the month, because I did let you down in December, I will be doing a double giveaway at the end of January. So I'll sort it out for you all. Interesting format. Is that a good or a bad thing, Magnus? But what we want to do is we just want to bring on different people. We get to know you. Lots of people are asking to come on, which I think is brilliant. And instead of doing like a 20-man panel, we can split it. People have jobs, etc. It's part of the reason why Alan's not been on, because Alan's struggling with the early morning to the late night format. So I'm trying to give people. And I just want to thank you all from the bottom of our heart. It really does mean a lot. And we just can't thank you enough. Your support through spaces, everything. Spartacus, more than welcome. Magnus knows is always welcome on here. Always knows that. Magnus has been a big help to me more than he realizes. Really has. Magnus doesn't realize that. Nobbins, I'd love to get on. But we're going to really push in 2026 for your channel. We're going to push. And we're going to push really hard to make this one of the... It's not even about being the biggest. It's about being the best, being the most consistent we can be for you guys. And that's what it's about now. So thank you. I hope you have a lovely evening. Wherever you are in the world, stay safe. Look after each other. Let's have a 30-minute space of Spartacus Benham. Is anyone going to come on at 2 a.m. in the morning? because I have got to go and start my work now. Oh, I am on South Stand in the morning at 11 a.m. I'm back on my daps. So go and give that a lot of love. I will see you all tomorrow at 11 a.m. Right, we'll do an hour, max, while I'm traveling to my mum and dad's. We'll do an hour. Agenda FC, that'd be a good one. So there's loads going on. Martin's got Haaland agendas. I actually love Haaland. But I'll tell you if you think. No, I'm going to do an hour while I'm traveling to my mum and dad's. Briggs, do an hour, but an hour only. Are you still planning? Yes, I have spoke with him. I'm waiting on him to come back, Mad Hatter. And by Mad Hatter, you want to come on? More than welcome. You don't have to be on camera. You just have to be sensible. We'll have a laugh. So, yeah, we'll do an hour max. I'll start in 5 minutes. We'll do 1 hour max, and that is it while I'm traveling. But thank you all. I want to say a massive thank you to Dashmesh, Louis, Warren for the memberships, Rajiv for his membership, gifting of 5, Paul for his super chat, and everyone else who has smashed a like. Give it a view. Yeah, no worry, Briggs. I'll speak to you. I'll have a chat with you for 5 before I start. I'll start the space in 10 and I'll ring you in 5. So, yeah, I love you all. Take care. And as always, up the Blues. Take care all.